Hey, Spuddies! Potato Whiskey here, and welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 7 as we move into the exploration age from our Roman game. So it looks like a lot of our choices are limited here. We can either play as the Normans or as Spain. So the Norman Empire has the Chevalier, which is a Norman unique cavalry unit, +3 combat strength against slower units. It ignores zone of control. You've got the Sokeman, which is the unique settler capable of founding new towns, which receives medieval walls immediately. This feels very like natural extension of the Roman gameplay. Land units receive +1 movement when embarked, and land units adjacent to coast gain combat strength. We get production boosts towards the White Tower. I don't know what the White Tower is. Would be nice if I was hovering over this and it would bring up the tooltip for the White Tower so I could kind of see what this is. So playing as Greece or Rome unlocks the Normans. We also have the Donjon, which is the Norman unique quarter, which is if we build the Mott and Bailey on the same tile, we get a free Chevalier unit. So basically by building infrastructure for culture and happiness, we will gain our unique military unit, which is really cool. Our unique buildings are culture. The Bailey is a fortification, as is the Mott. The Mott gives happiness if placed on rough terrain. The Bailey gives culture if placed near medieval walls and wonders. Looks great. So I think the Normans are a decent choice here for us. Let's have a look at Spain. This would allow us to transition to Mexico in the modern age. I would be kind of curious about what Mexico looks like in the modern age. So this is a geographic choice for us because Augustus ruled Spain when it was part of Rome. Unfortunately, I can't pick the Abbasids. I don't know if I did what was required to unlock them. So probably just didn't achieve what needed to be achieved. But I could choose Spain. So this could be boost towards building El Escorial. I don't know what Escorial does, but we get 50% gold towards converting a town to a city, or 30% in distant lands. So this would allow us to do a lot more city-based gameplay, or based city gameplay. We have the Tercio, which is a Spanish unique infantry unit. It has more combat strength, and it gives adjacent combat strength bonuses against cavalry. Then we've got the Conquistador, which is a great person with 1 charge, can only be trained in cities with a wharf, and the specific Conquistador received is random. Each Conquistador can only be received once, and is only be activated in distant lands. That actually sounds quite interesting and fun. Then you've got the Plaza, which is a unique building, unique quarter, where if you build the Casa Consistorial and Casa de Contratación, you get +2 gold in this settlement for every settlement in distant lands. Oh, that seems really powerful. You set up your homelands as like a bunch of cities, and then set up a bunch of towns in the faraway place. The Casa Consistorial gives 5 culture adjacency for quarters and wonders. It's ageless, must be built in homelands adjacent to coast. And then Casa de Contratación is +5 gold, adjacency for navigable rivers, wonders and stuff. So this is really good for gold and culture if you're playing as Spain, whereas the Normans are much more militaristic and culture and happiness. Man, I really don't know which one I want to play as. I really like the sound of both of them. I love the idea of Spain's like city-based gameplay in the home, then move to, you know, other vibes in the next era. I don't know who to play, man. So Normans are diplomatic and militaristic, and Spain is militaristic and expansionist. I kind of like the idea of being expansionist in this age. I have been doing that pretty heavily already. So I think let's be expansionist. I think that feels like a fun way to go. So I'm going to choose Spain here.
Undaunted by the ocean's expanse, Spain will follow the song of gold to unknown lands and make them its own.
It'd be cool if Augustus like wore Spanish clothes when you picked Spain. We're probably asking for a lot there. So welcome to the Exploration Age. New adventures across the sea wait. The Exploration Age brings many new opportunities. Explore the great oceans in search of distant lands. Your naval units can heal in coastal waters, establish settlements on distant lands, meet new civilizations, and gather new resources to enrich your empire. Embrace religion by building a temple. With a religion in place, you can train missionaries to spread your faith across the globe. I kind of wish you get to keep your pantheon. I understand why they don't. I'm going to go military advisor again. So Legacy Path, Non Sufficit Orbis. Research cartography and astronomy, the first step towards establishing a non-sufficit orbis, military legacy option of the Exploration Age. Cartography will allow your units to traverse dangerous deep ocean. Astronomy will unlock the powerful fleet commander, which can organize your naval units. Remember, legacies improve your performance in later ages, but you can choose to pursue one, multiple, or none at all. Research cartography and astronomy, the first step towards establishing blah blah blah. Okay, got it. I accept your objective. All right, sick. So we actually get to pick our legacies now, which is really exciting because I've never done this before. The Exploration Age has begun. Oh man, I'm getting kind of like a little shiver, a little chills. I've never done it before. Here you will decide which legacies to carry forward. fully completed Golden Age. You can only choose one Golden Age or Dark Age legacy, but any number of other legacies can be added as long as you have enough legacy points of the matching type. Got it. So select legacies based on the number and type of legacy points you have. Wildcards can be spent anywhere. Got it. I do like the idea of fealty, getting me more settlement limit. Settlement limit has felt quite difficult to get a hold of. This Golden Age seems really sick too, but also these attribute points seems really good. Ooh, gain the Piety Civic for free and get 50% production boost towards Temple. Also, amphitheaters, becoming Golden Age amphitheaters would give me really strong culture. Wondrous Heritage is amazing too. Plus 5 gold for every trade route in antiquity, that would be 5 gold. Plus 6 science for every codex. I think I would rather take the attribute points for science. So I'll take two economic attribute points. I'll take 2 scientific attribute points. I think I can take them twice. I don't actually know how that works. I'll take a settlement limit, fealty, plus the expansionist point. And then from a cultural point of view, I think I'm going to go for the Piety Civic plus a cultural attribute point. And then I have a wildcard point left over where I will grab a militaristic wildcard point just for fun. We'll confirm these legacies.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I have so many attribute points to assign. So there's Piety. We got Commune, 20% production towards overbuilding and plus 3 combat strength for fortified districts. We also get access to the Temple, which we build faster, by the way. Has a relic slot. Plus 4 happiness. It has mountain adjacency, mountain and wonder adjacency, and allows us to get missionaries. Can be purchased in towns. Awesome. So let's change our policies. We have 2 policy slots. Let's take commune plus Latanitas is quite good, in my opinion, because it allows us to get a lot of value from our towns. Because most of our cities have been reset from towns. Roma is still our capital. I wanted Roma to be our capital. I liked it. Okay, a wonder has been finished. Unfortunately, I don't think the wonder we were building finished. Makes me sad. Piety has been unlocked. We discovered Redwood Forest again. We got the Spanish Civic Tree. Economics has been boosted. Didn't know that boosting was a thing. So our yields have fallen significantly, except for gold. Gold is still quite strong, but generally speaking, our yields have fallen. But I think we built a pretty strong baseline in the last era. As the Spanish people have plans for new buildings, you may not want to create more urban quarters. In the Exploration Age and beyond, you could choose to build on top of an existing but outdated building by overbuilding. While overbuilding doesn't have any particular benefits now, you may find social policies, civ abilities, and more that will make overbuilding especially efficient. So the Stonecutter is a warehouse building. It's ageless and can be purchased in towns. Right now, the city's production is 50, so I do think a Stonecutter would be quite good. And I like the idea of putting a warehouse building here so I can get closer to this nice cultural mountain tile. So I'll put a stone builder there. I'll be able to grow a new pop on this chicken. Let's do our attribute points. So cultural, we have 1 cultural point. Culture in cities with wonders, or culture in settlements for each resource assigned to them is quite good. I think 10% culture in cities with at least 1 wonder is really powerful, just overall. Economically, gold from trade routes is quite good. Ooh, gold for every tech and civic mastery completed is quite good. So I'll take that. And then I think having a gold purchasing boost towards settlements is quite powerful. In terms of expansionism, food refund when a city grows by adding a specialist is really powerful. Militaristically, this +1 settlement would be quite nice, but also -1 gold maintenance for units is really good. So I'll go for 15% production towards military units. Scientifically, 15% building construction is amazing, and cheaper maintenance for buildings is also amazing. Then I have a wildcard point that I can spend basically wherever I want, and I like the idea of specialists requiring less maintenance, so let's do that. So Ravenna has some discontent. We'll have to figure that out. It's not terrible discontent, but it is there. We'll probably want to convert this city, although I might invest some gold into it first. First thing I'll do is I'll buy a cog. Resource assignments are available. I'm going to take the gypsum out of our capital because it's not as good as some of the other stuff we can put in there. Take the extra culture. I'll give them camels, silk for culture. Then I'll put kaolin and gypsum in there to pump up that productivity. So, like, from a cultural perspective, we need to get relics. Display 12 relics and we'll get pretty similar bonuses. We need to gain 30 treasure fleet points for the economic victory. For the military victory, we need to gain 12 points from settlements in distant lands. 1 point for each settlement, doubled if it's a conquered settlement, quadrupled if both apply. So we need to start settling the foreign lands. And we get 5 districts that are not the city center with 40 total yield each. Damn. Exciting. Now, in terms of technology, we could choose from machinery, astronomy, and cartography. Machinery would give us access to the grist mill and the sawmill, which are both warehouse buildings. Astronomy would give us access to the Serpent Mound and the Observatory. Cartography would give us access to the Wharf. I'm going to go for machinery to get my economic engine going. Now, in terms of civics, we can go for Spanish civics, like the Council of the Indies. This would give us the Casa Consistorial, which has +5 base culture. We already have piety, so I think going for the Spanish civics here, especially because the Casa Consistorial has +5 culture on it, which is incredibly strong. And then we can go for Casa de Concentracion, which will give us like culture and gold combo plus the conquistadors. I think starting with the Council of the Indies feels like a really good move. But yeah, we're starting off with 0 age progress here. A lot to unpack. We've got a commander, and he's leading tercios, our unique unit. There should be another commander somewhere. This guy. Okay, some of his units got deleted, I think. He used to have more. Not entirely sure. But we got a cog over here. So let's start sending them out. Cartography allows your non-military units to take a dangerous voyage. Shipbuilding removes the dangerous effects of the voyage and makes it quicker. Mastering shipbuilding allows you to embark on the voyage. Okay, so science is important for going to the next continent. We're just going to chill with our commanders for now. Heavy archer. Go ahead and fortify for me. It's going to get all the archers. Oh, there's a tercio over here. Looks like some of my units got kind of shuffled and replaced because I mostly had heavy archers garrisoning my cities. But I'll put my units on alert. I think I could make Ravenna into a full town. I'll build a stone cutter somewhere with bad adjacency, like right here is okay. Or like right here maybe, or here. But I'll put it right there for now. And then the temple, there's a 5 happiness temple right there. There's a 5 happiness temple right here too. We'll get that temple down there and then we'll convert this to a city. So Ravenna is now a proper city and we can build a bazaar, exploration age building. We can overbuild here, or I could just build here and get 7. I think I'll just build here and get 7. There's no need to overbuild. And now we get to create a religion. Nice. So with the temple, the Spanish people can found a religion. Similar to pantheons, religions can boost various parts of your civilization based on beliefs you choose. More beliefs can be unlocked via the civic tree. Your reliquary belief will determine how you earn relics, which are critical to the enlightenment path, legacy path. So I'm going to go for this kind of Celtic swirly. Ooh, we can custom name the religion. I'm going to call it the Great Religion of Swirlies. So we can choose a reliquary belief. So +2 relic for the first time conversion of a city-state, +2 relics for the first time conversion of another civilization's capital city, +1 relic for the first time conversion of another settlement with a temple or altar, +2 relic for the first time conversion of another settlement with a wonder, relic from converting another civilization settlement in a distant lands that's not a city-state, relic from converting a settlement that's producing treasure fleets, a relic for converting a settlement with at least 10 rural population, a relic for conversion of an urban pop. I like the idea of relic converting city-states. What kind of beliefs can we get? So we get science for every foreign settlement following our religion, 8 culture, gold, and science for every tile that has a natural wonder in other civilization settlements following our religion, science, gold, and culture, science, and gold for every world wonder in other civilizations, gold for every foreign settlement. You've got tithe, the classic. You've got holy ecumene, which is culture for every foreign settlement. Reincarnation gives you science for tropical tiles, science for tundra tiles, gold for desert tiles, happiness for every foreign settlement following our religion, happiness for every marine tile, sacred herds, grassland, plains. I really like the idea of either tithe or holy ecumene. I think I would go for the holy ecumene. Get that culture. And then lay followers feels, if I'm going to be spreading my religion like hard, lay followers feels like it could be a really good way to go for, oh no, clicking off the screen resets it. It's just like Civ 6 for real. I really love tithe. Let's do tithe. Tithe is fun. No, but I want to do culture. Let's do culture. Okay, we founded a religion, shrouded in mystery. For generations, priests have safeguarded a burial shroud once belonging to a great prophet. The people demand the veil be displayed for all to venerate, but the priests believe the relic safety is key to the land's prosperity. Traditions must be preserved. We can get 175 culture, or we can get a relic. I'm going to take the relic, just because it sounds exciting and interesting, and I don't know how it works. So I can put it in Roma to get +2 culture and +2 happiness. Boom, let's do that. All right, sick. We've advanced a little bit. I think Mediolanum is going to stay as a fishing town. That is its main prerogative. That is what it does. Okay, I did jinx it. I talked about not crashing and I crashed. Sag. Okay, I tried to repeat my actions. I kind of messed up by finishing this turn. I had meant to buy the stone cutter and stuff in here. And I need to make Ravenna into a city. Oh wait, first I need to buy a cog. So we get to choose a government now. So we can go for 20% food for 10 turns and cavalry production and naval. We can go for 20% gold or overbuilding, or we can go for culture and support for overbuilding. I like either plutocracy or theocracy for their culture and gold, and I like feudal monarchy for this military production, but I think I'll go for plutocracy for the gold. All right, Puteoli is going to be a mining town again so that it pumps out gold. We sort of in the process of a lot of different things. We got the building in here. I definitely want to build my temples. I'm going to build the temple over the altar because I remember there being like a unique event that can happen there. We do have a little bit of surplus influence, so let's talk to Napoleon and do a cultural exchange. and a farmer's market with him. And then we'll talk to Pachacuti. Let's do improved trade relations and open borders to see if he'll do it. This way we just spend it. We have a cog here that we can start moving out. I'm going to see if we can start crossing the Great Ocean. So we will start taking damage. All right, Puteoli, I want you to build a temple. You know what? I'm going to convert Puteoli to a city so we can start. Maybe we won't. We'll chill for a little bit. See what we can do. 18 damage from rough seas. We have found another island over here. We could choose production of the capital, which gives us access to a bazaar. There's a 9 gold bazaar here. I wish this was calculated based on what you're also losing when you overbuild, but it's fine. This is a great spot for a bazaar. It'll make us lots of resources, lots of money. So 9 gold it is. We're chilling. We're expanding. We're exploring the new world. We're in it, baby. All right, 14 damage from the rough seas. This cog is unlikely to make it. Oh, it might make it, actually. And then we'll cross over here. Yeah, damage from the high seas is understandable. Mediolanum is ready to grow. This is a fishing town. So I'll take another fishing boat here. Let's make sure that we set that to a fishing town again. So 12 turns of growth or 9 turns of growth. I think 12 turns of growth is a reasonable amount, especially since it's sending food to our other cities. All right, we're already beginning to explore some sort of unexplored new lands. Oh man, a 1-tile island? Don't mind me if I do. Let's grab a missionary in Roma, start spreading our religion, because we have nothing else we can build. No need to assign resources. We got another boat over here. We've discovered a new continent. We found Europe. Hey, reverse colonization, baby. We found Europe. That's exciting. Let's get this guy to heal up just for a few turns in the shallow waters. So there's the Casa Consistorial. This is going to be a building we definitely want to try to get online as fast as possible. We also have combat strength for units in distant lands. Narrative choice here. The future belongs to Spain. Spain enters the world stage with an eye towards the lands beyond her borders. Citizens are excited for the future, anticipating the growth of their empire in both territory and minds. As politicians prepare the infrastructure for expansion at home, explorers ready their cargo to set off into the unknown. So we can get science or culture. I think Spain very much so feels like it'll benefit from a strong cultural game. And now it's a question. Oh, there's theology here. We can do Reformation. We've got 3 different trees here. I think I would like to get mastery. I would like to start building the Spanish unique quarter, so I'm going to go for mastery here. Town specialization available for this one. It'd be nice if this told us which one of these was best for the town. Let's repair that granary. I'll make this a farming town for now. We'll look to develop it a little bit more later. I'm going to get this cog to heal up as well. There's not much I can really send across the ocean at the moment, so I don't need them to be super healed. Patavium could be a good city, actually, even though it's land-based. And the reason it could be a good city is because of its positioning for a production queue. But maybe a Mediolanum is a better choice, and then we could maybe look into maybe seeing if we can get hold of Koba. Koba would be another great choice. So let's work on Mediolanum. Let's grab the stone cutter, plop down the temple. Lots of money. Go ahead and heal up, Army Commander, please. All right, sick. We got a missionary popping out next turn. Everything's looking good. We finished researching machinery, which does give us access to the grist mill, which is +4 food, and extra food on farms, plantations, and pastures. And then we've also got the sawmill, which is +3 production and extra production on camps, woodcutters, and stuff. Okay. A missionary has been trained in Rome. To convert a settlement with no religion, you must use the convert action once anywhere within its borders. If the settlement already has a religion, you must convert both its urban and rural populations. Use the convert action once on an urban tile and once on a rural tile. Got it. So we're going to hit them with the convert here. Spread religion. Boom. So Rome has adopted our religion. Roma, that is. I definitely want to build the grist mill. And this can go on a river kind of uniquely, as can the sawmill. So I'm going to put it on this tile right here, and I'm going to queue up the sawmill as well, although I might do the sawmill first because it's a production building. And then the Casa Consistorial I might plop down here. We build our unique quarter up there. So we got a narrative choice. In the shadow of giants, the Colosseum looms large in the landscape, an awe-inspiring reminder of the games of old. These days, artisans petition to use the space for their vast workshops, but displaced communities are already sheltering within its vaults. So we get production or happiness. I'll take the production. Production is always king. Let's make sure we keep getting these good rural tiles, like 2 production, 1 culture, 2 happiness up here. That's really good. New technology available. So we got machinery. I would not mind getting the wharf. Dungeon, medieval walls. Yeah, I think getting the wharf for growth. Just get our economic power up. So Ravenna is ready for its grist mill and sawmill. So let's pop down the sawmill on this river with the grist mill as well, taking up that nice urban tile. That should allow us to regrow the city. And I'm going to grow to this nice lumber tile, 3 production there. Really fantastic. My boat is healed up to the point where it can now continue to explore. This looks like it's part of the previous continent, so I don't think settling it is particularly important. Yeah, we need cartography to enter deep ocean. All right, we got another missionary. Let's go to Mediolanum to see if we can convert that. Keep exploring. You found some dyes. Awesome. Okay, very nice. Pearls. We got incense. pearls, all that stuff. I'm going to go for 20% gold for 10 turns. I think the gold will add up. And I will go for Princeps Civitatis. So we get that +1 production on urban districts in our capital. Let's convert Mediolanum to our religion with the Swirlies Urban. And then we'll do Capua next. All right, my little cog is ready to strike out across the ocean. Yeah, I definitely want to develop Puteoli. So I think a grist mill and a sawmill on this river tile here are good development choices. There's a 6 production 2 happiness building over here, so let's grab that. It's going to give us a lot of income to develop our towns. All right, you got hit by rough seas. I think we found some spices, which creates treasure fleets. There we go. And some tea. There's 2 treasure resources. So we definitely want to try to get a settler over there at some point. Coming into Puteoli again, let's go ahead and build that sawmill. 3 production there. Boom. Keep developing this. Nice mining town. Kind of develop our empire from this side to this direction slowly. Mediolanum definitely should become a city, I think, next turn. Okay, so there's the Council of the Indies Mastery. We get the Casa Contracion, so we can build our unique thing, and we get movement to treasure fleets. Perfect. Let's grow Ravenna. I don't think it's worth it to get these specialists just yet. They are good in some instances, but I don't know if we necessarily need them just yet. So instead, I'm going to grab this chicken over here. That's 2 food, 1 production, 2 happiness. Beautiful. Add that to the city. And then we're going to come in here. I don't know if we're going to go down this route. Let's see. Gold on resources, 10% food and production and settlements. Settlement limit is nice from the mastery of this and the El Escorial. 3 relic slots, 1 settlement limit, 4 happiness and cities within 4 tiles. 7 tiles this wonder must be placed on rough terrain. Then we've got Amrata and this. I don't think we need to go down this route just yet. In terms of theology, we get an additional belief. I do like the additional belief and a free relic, so I'm going to take theology next. +1 charge for missionaries is nice for spreading our religion, especially because we benefit quite a bit from spreading. I'm going to spread to Capua next. I'm just assuming that spreading religion is good for us. We discovered a new continent, and I think we get money for discovering continents. It's nice. All right, Puteoli. I'm not converting you. I'm converting Mediolanum because it's a coastal city. So you're going to become a coastal. Perfect. Patavium. I'm going to turn into a farming town because I want to feed up my actual other cities. Boom, you'll be a farming town. You're a farming town as well, so you can feed up my other cities. And then you're also going to become a farming town because I want you to feed up my other cities as well. We could choose production in Mediolanum. I think the grist mill and the sawmill are important, but I can only get one of them on this river tile, sadly. I think. So I'll go for the grist mill. And then we can get a 7 adjacency bazaar right here too. We'll put the Casa de Contracion here with the Casa Consistorial, so we get our unique district. Can I gold purchase? Here's an interesting question. Can I gold purchase missionaries? No, I don't think I can. Or at least I don't have the money to do it. Let's go to our next turn. See what comes out of things. All right, we're doing a little bit of exploration down here. It looks like we found some whales, +5 production. We found sugar, kaolin. Awesome. Really want to get a city here somewhere, like right there. Build a little treasure fleet city. Keep exploring down here. We found some lootables. Where are my scouts, actually? I think my scouts were deleted, so we will need to make new ones. All right, let's build a temple over the altar in Puteoli. Oh, civilization unlocked. We unlocked Siam by having 4 temples. All right, sick. I didn't know that was how we did that. Very cool. So we've unlocked a new civilization in the next era, as far as I can tell. All right. Far out, man. Go to the next turn. All right, what do we got going here? Patch cuties, friendly, helpful, trade route with us, awesome. We want to get our Casa de Contracion. Now we can get a +11 up in here, but I want it here with our other unique district, our unique building, because I want our unique quarter when they combine together. We'll keep on exploring along the coast here. Lovely. And now you're going to keep going east. We're going to see if we can find that other continent. I'm going to purchase a scout here that I'll be able to send out to explore for me. Cog was damaged from the high seas. That's life, man. You gotta explore. Orthodoxy has been founded. We've got a narrative choice here. We can get culture or we can get happiness. The beauty of the plaza draws many visitors to witness Spain's prosperity. With them come new ideas to influence Spain's artists to create masterpieces. The Casa de Contracion has a space for one final painting, and the people see this as a perfect opportunity to celebrate a fresh style. I think I would rather get the culture, although it's a lot of happiness. But I like the culture because it allows me to finish theology basically immediately. So now I can do evangelism for civilian movement and charges for missionaries. We get an additional belief and a relic. Yeah, I don't need to remove anything right now, that's fine. So we got a unique district in our capital. I can either get missionaries, I can get settlers, or I could get more cogs to explore. I do like the idea of spreading my religion a lot. I do have a really viable location though for this guy. Okay, you can now choose an enhancer belief. I have the theology civic. I'm a little bit confused. It won't let me. Okay, so I got a little bit of help from Carl and we managed to figure it out. It's that orthodoxy was selected instead of swirlies. So yeah, just a UI thing. +1 charge on missionaries seems quite good. I'm going to take that. I like that +1 charge on missionaries. Means I'll be able to spread my religion more aggressively. And I do plan to spread my religion pretty aggressively. It might be good for us to go to Reformation. Like a 15% gold, science, culture, and happiness could be really powerful. It might be good for me to research like economics to get merchants. I think doing a lot of early trade could be quite powerful for us in this era. We have finished another missionary in Roma, so I'm going to go try to convert Koba over here. And my cog here, I will allow to heal. And we also have actually ran into Xerxes here. I was trying to do some basically bug shooting, troubleshooting on my own, but we ran into Xerxes in Mongolia, so that's kind of cool. He's over here on this other continent, and we have 2 relics now. Yeah, 2 turns until our settler pops out. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, right. Let's keep on going and see what shakes out of the tree, man. All right, we can go for overbuilding or gold. I'm gonna go for gold. I like getting a lot of money right now. That celebration will allow us to plug something in. I'm gonna plug in evangelism for civilian movement and charges on missionaries. So my new missionaries should have a lot of charges. We can choose production in Ravenna. These are both of our unique buildings. We would like to build them in the same place. The wharf would also be an excellent building to put down here with the fishing key. That's a 7 food tile right there, so I'm going to pop that down right there. That'll help us continue to grow this city. In Ravenna, I'm going to purchase another scout who I'll send to go hit up some more of these explorables down here. And then I might grab myself a settler next turn as well. All right, choose production in Roma. We can build a wharf for sure. I can't tell what I'm overbuilding, and I really wish I knew what I was destroying. I think I'm destroying like a bath or something. But there's also a 10 food one right here, so I'll do that one. That seems way better. And then let's send the settler out. We could in theory settle here, but I don't know if we necessarily want to. I think I would rather go to this tile, but we are going to have to hop between different coastals. So first settler popping out there. We're building the wharf. Let's send that scout out. I'm going to use gold to purchase another settler to go settle the new world. All right, sick. We got a narrative event. A historian has been scouring the caves looking for creatures to add to the compendium of beasts. The descriptions of fangs and scales terrify children who can't but help spread the legend. So we can get culture or happiness. I definitely have been leaning hard into culture here, although I think happiness could be really powerful too. So I'm going to grab a little bit of happiness. Let's go ahead and spread the religion in Koba. So we got the rural and urban population because it was the first spread. And I think we should be getting culture from our religion now. I don't know how to tell that, but in theory we should be getting culture because we our religion, we get gold for spreading our religion. That's right. Okay, let's head over to Kalakmul next. And in theory, I should have gotten another relic, but I guess maybe the town wasn't a high enough population. Let's go to Chickasaw. See if we can't make that work. All right, economics. We got 30% production towards naval units as well as merchants. I would like some more trade routes. Let me send this settler out. There's a settlement limit here. Fleet commanders, flotilla, movement when embarked. Armada is super strong, but it doesn't give me culture right now. I think we definitely want to go for Reformation because we're playing heavily into the religion aspect here. I'm going to let you heal up, Mr. Scout, before I continue to send you to explore. All right, moving my settler along here so that we can get into position for the future. I have 600 gold in the bank. Let's pop into Lingapura. A temple would be nice. I'll pop it over the altar. I'll be able to... Can I purchase a missionary in here? I could get a merchant. I think it might be worth it to get merchants really early, actually. Well, I'm kind of doing other stuff right now. Holy remnants. Workers have stopped to gather and stare within the recesses of the hollowed out altar. This is because we built a temple over an altar. It would be nice if I hovered over this or something, it would be like, this event triggered because these events happen. So I can gain a relic or +1 production on specialists. Damn, +1 production on specialists is actually crazy for the rest of the game. So I'm going to take that. All right, so we can grow our capital. So we know there's a lot of potential in here. There's these nice 1 food, 3 production tiles that I'm a big fan of. I'm going to go ahead and focus on getting these fishing tiles up as well. Rome has all of its buildings. I'm going to focus on missionaries here because I do get a lot of benefits from spreading my religion. We have no resources that we can spread. And this cog has healed up so we can continue to explore and find more things. This cog is ready to move as well. I think what I will do is I will try to improve relations with you. Let's do a cultural exchange. I'm going to improve trade relations and I'm going to open borders with him to see if he's chill with that. And then we'll continue to explore with our cog here. This looks like a treasure fleet. Yeah, it looks like some treasure. We got the spices up here. Looks like this is the thinnest part of the ocean for us to cross, which is very nice. And we're taking some rough seas damage. You can approximately stay at sea for 4 turns before it becomes a real problem. Mediolanum is ready for a new pop. We could grab the gypsum. I don't think that's particularly important. I'm going to grab the 4 food, 2 happiness chicken. We could choose production in Roma again. We did just get a missionary. Let's keep getting missionaries, as I think there's a lot of value in missionaries. Keep spreading our religion, you know, just all around the place, really. Okay, we got a missionary down here. Let's convert Chickasaw. Very nice. 25 gold for converting the city. My commander here has been hurt. You can just heal up. Nice and chill. Little cog. Keep exploring along the ocean. And we're exploring our friends' coast tiles. If we pop back into Lingapuro, they definitely want a stone cutter. That would be building over a monument. I guess I'll pop it right here. And then... oh wow, 6 food, 1 production down there. That's amazing. We can also get a fishing key on this river. Let's do it. And then also get a grist mill. And then we can't afford any more buildings, but we will eventually be able to afford them. But slowly building up the city to be something. Another pop. There's a 5 food, 1 production, 2 happiness tile over there. It's really great. Lingapura is coming along fantastically. It's a really, really strong town. Mostly a farming town, but that's fine. It means it's feeding my other cities. Choosing production in Ravenna. Yeah, we definitely want to build the Casa Consistorial and the Casa de Contratación. I think this right here is a good spot, so I'll pop you there, and then I'll put the Casa de Contratación on it on top of it as well. So it'll take about 16 turns to bring those up. That's fine though. Right, good job converting that. Go convert Homua next. Oh, this part of the ocean is even thinner than I thought it was. It's only 2 tiles wide, which means we get even less attrition there. Right, you explore around this coast for me. You explore around this way. That's a trade ship. So how do I check how many trade routes I can have with a player? It's an interesting question. I haven't quite figured that out. There's some player unlocked thing. Oh, these are my ageless bonuses. Oh, sick. Okay. And civilizations have 2 settlements with their city center adjacent to a lake. Oh, improve 3 wine. Okay, so wait, I've unlocked Mexico and I've unlocked Siam. Have 3 settlements on tundra to become Russia. Improve 3 jade to be China. 3 niter to be... oh, I don't know if I can talk about that one yet. I'll just skip over that. Will Wakita. We'll do a little conversion there. Swirlies, 25 gold and a religion spread. I assume I'm getting gold per turn for that. I don't know how to check that, because it used to be you would hover over this and it would tell you, like, where's my religion coming from? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, where's my religion income coming from? That's how I feel. Oh, the Rubicon River has flooded. We have crossed it, and it flooded. Ravenna is devastated. Let's repair our altar. Okay, respond to a diplomatic action. 6 food per town for both leaders. I will take that. That's a great deal. I'm going to steal technology from her. I'll improve trade relations and open borders with Napoleon. Me and Napoleon are kind of chill right now. And I'll do the same with Pachacuti. And even Pachacuti, I'll do a farmer's market with him. Okay, yet another missionary has popped out here. I'll send this one to Patavium. It's probably good for me to convert my own cities a little. You head up here to convert there, please. And... let's grab another settler. So I definitely want these 2 resources. So I'm settling here for that. If I improved another jade, it would be interesting. There's some good this is a good town for resource collection. Good fishing town here as well. Send my scout down to grab this luxurious encampment and then heal up. Bringing my cog around the edge of the continent. There's so much jade up here. So Europe has treasures. Amazia has treasures. Silver is a treasure. If I settled somewhere on these 2 tiles, I would get both. So it depends on if we can find another treasure inland. Met a new civilization. Hey! Hey! Kung Fu Zi. Seeking knowledge. Nice to meet you, Confucius. Neither capital will be revealed. There's 20 relationship with him. I see. Okay, so you can tell if it's going to be revealed. I need to read more carefully. Let's improve trade relations and go for open borders. Nice and chill. Yeah, I like to take a chill approach to things. All right. We've got astronomy, which gives us the observatory. We do want to get that up. The Serpent Mount is also really good, although we won't benefit too much from the Serpent Mount. It's not for us, really. Legacy Path, non-sufficient orbis, 2. Distant lands or any lands inaccessible in antiquity, typically by deep ocean. It can be dangerous to diverse the oceans, but there are new resources, space to settle in people beyond the horizon. So our goal is to create a settlement in distant lands, and that's what these settlers are here for. With the 3rd settler getting on its way nice and early, it should arrive around the time we need it to. All right, I don't need mastery of this. I don't need mastery of this. I would like the culture. I would like to see if I could pick up more science somewhere. Education would give me university, so maybe I should make my way towards education. Feudalism will give me settlement limit, which I like. So I'm going to grab feudalism. The inn is also pretty good. It's a food and happiness building. I like both of those things. I like food. Food makes me happy. Hashtag relatable. Let's convert Huma. Now, I don't really understand... like, my religion says conversion of another civilization settlement with at least 10 rural population. I assume there's 10 rural population here. It has 13 pops, but I'm not getting relics. So I think that is just a me don't understand thing. Yeah, we'll keep the converting going. That's a little bit too much damage. Let's go step over here to heal up. We are exploring down here Tarsus. Our settlers are taking damage on the high seas. Trade relations has been completed. There's a flood. Taoism has been founded. Ooh, they converted the city. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. All right, let's improve Capua now. I would like to build a grist mill. There's a sawmill right there. I want the stone cutter as well. I'll put it on that tile. And then we'll save a bit of money. Maybe we'll build a temple and stuff. Get Capua built up to be nice and powerful. Missionary is in Patavium. Let's convert the city. Swirly's urban. We get a little bit of gold out of that. And then next turn, we should be able to convert Calakmul. I don't like that settler there. Please don't settle there. All right, for sure. This is a 10 science tile. This is a gimme. Like, we take this every single time. Yeah, it's the best science tile in the city, so we'll pop it right there. Got fairly low happiness in Ravenna. We will have to deal with that. It's at -8. I'm not entirely sure what we can do to improve the happiness. The city just is unhappy, and I'm not entirely sure why. I guess a lot of buildings are using up happiness. Yeah, fair. Okay, Napoleon has established a settlement in the distant lands, so we need to get on it. And I think we want to establish right here. Feels good to me. Captures a lot of island. 1, 2, 3. We even get the coastal dies, so this is where we'll settle this unit. You make your way over to grab that cave. Missionary, why don't you convert Calakmul? We get, yeah, so we are getting the 4 gold per turn. I'm just not fully sure where we're not getting the whatchamacallums, the other stuff. The relics. All right, I would like to convert Lingapura as well. Boom, done. I think there's a lot to be said of converting cities to your religion. We will have to do a pit stop here to heal up our settlers on the way to the new lands, but that's kind of chill, actually. I really enjoy just the beauty of exploring here. We've got tea. Oh, Spiff would be very happy about that. We've got Niter too. Pop into Tarsus and do a little exploration. God, it's a gorgeous game. It's really beautiful. They nailed the look and feel. Like, it's a gorgeous game. Honestly, I should probably consider getting an even better graphics card. All right, sick. We have Reformation now. So we've got 2 really good policies. Science and culture and gold and happiness in our city. So, like, this is even better than this. This is even better than this. So rationalism and religious orders both get popped in immediate. So now we're getting huge benefits for spreading our religion. I love religious-based gameplay. Or should I say based religious gameplay. Trade winds could be interesting. If we play down the center, we get social policy slots. If we go for colonialism, we can get the El Escorial. So I'm thinking we go mercantilism into colonialism. I think that's a reasonable direction for us to take our civilization. We've converted Calakmul, so I'm going to start bringing this missionary down south. Then this missionary here, I would like to bring up into Yasodharapura, so I can convert it. There we go, 25 gold plus 4 gold per turn. Amazing. We'll move this settler forward. This settler I'm going to park right here. So we need to earn 4 non-sufficient orbit points by settling and capturing in distant lands. The first milestone. Got it. So founded settlements give 1 point. Captured settlements give 2. This is 100% going to be a fishing town, but we're going to inject a lot of gold into it. First thing we need to do, though, is to grow it. We've got tea and we've got spices. Let's grab those resources now. The fishing key, for sure, I'll pop here. I could give this place a temple. I don't know if that's the play. Definitely going to be a fishing town. All right, very nice. We got a nice little exploration going on. I'm definitely going to focus on trying to, like, sort of take over the northern half of this continent. I think that's the play. I'm a little bit annoyed at Koba's positioning. Okay, you're ready to grow. Let's grab some fishing tiles. We have a competing religion. Missionaries abroad have captivated the inhabitants of Patavium over here. So it looks like I'm getting converted by another player. I'll need to deal with that. I do have a missionary in the area that can deal with it, actually. And let's head over to Kusa to see if we can convert that. I've got a missionary here in Wilkawaman. Boom. It's converted. Send someone over to Stung Tren as well next. My commander here, why don't you go ahead and just go into alert. I'll pop the settler into Sevilla to heal, and we'll keep on exploring. All right, Puteoli, I don't want to put too much money into you. What about Capua? Yeah, I don't necessarily need the temples. Patavium, I definitely feel like the grist mill is like a great pickup here alongside the sawmill. And then the stone cutter could be a good grab as well. Boom. So we just injected a bunch of gold in here. This thing's making a lot of money now. Okay, we can set more traps, get 80 food and 100 science for Roma or 300 gold. I'll take the 300 gold. I love gold right now. You take a moment to heal up. Good fellow. We've got sugar, that's a treasure. I'd like to get at least 2 treasures per city. That feels like it's the play. All right, so what did we build in Rome? I think we built our unique quarter here. But I don't remember what it actually does. If we check our civilization here, it's the plaza. +2 gold in this settlement for every settlement in distant lands. Right, so we want to settle distant lands. All right, we got a letter from heaven. So happiness towards celebration. I'm going to take the happiness here. I'm going to go celebration heavy on this era. And I think I'd like to get a couple of conquistadors. I think that would be fun. Okay, Patavium has been converted, so we'll work on converting it back. Mahendra Parvata has also been converted, so we'll work on converting it back. Looks like we've got some damage here too. We'll get that repaired up. We got a granary to repair. Also, actually, a good candidate for a grist mill right here. Keep this city pumping. It is a farming town. Resource assignments are available. We can put this silk into the capital for another 10% culture. We got a great capital in terms of resources. Let's get you to heal up, little settler, before we move you on out. And we will keep exploring with you, good sir. And with you, good sir. Oh, a navigable river. I forgot you could actually go up the rivers. Of course, that's the whole point of a navigable river. It's navigable. Duh. Culture or happiness? I'll take the happiness. I think I'm a much bigger fan of celebrations than I thought I would be. I like them. All right, grow city. We can grow Ravenna, and I think I will. I think I will focus on continuing to grow to the rural tiles. Sevilla is ready to continue to grow. Let's get another fishing tile right here. Let's convert Patavium once again. So I think we have got the majority there. And now we need to do a rural tile in Mahendra Parvata. We got that converted. Awesome. I don't know what the little red symbol means when you're converting a city. Like if we look here, you can kind of see there's like a little red. I don't know what that redness means. You know what I mean? Just uncertain. Let's keep on exploring. Heading up a navigable river, baby. Nice. We found a little lake. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's nice resources here. We've got tea, silver, cotton, all the good stuff. Our civilization can now produce great person units. Each great person has a unique effect which can be activated in specific locations. So we're going to grow a city here. Mediolanum is ready to grow. And while I do love building urban specialists, I think cranking out these really high value 4 food 2 happiness farms is like super good. Let's get ourselves another conquistador in the capital. So what do you do, Francisco Pizarro? Activate in distant lands on an army commander with 3 empty slots. He receives 2 infantry units and a cavalry unit. Oh, damn. Okay, let's get you across then. And I'm going to go for a settler right here. That'll get me this coastal dyes, the silver, the spices, yeah, and the fish and the jade. Keep exploring this old coastal terrain. We've got looks like to be an aggressive city-state peoples, independent people. Yeah, I would like to convert Appalachia. So I'll make my way down there to see if we can convert that too. I don't like that Puteoli has been converted. I'll need more missionaries. Can I purchase missionaries? I can. They're 440 gold. I think I would be better off getting merchants. I'll buy a merchant here. I'll buy a merchant in Ravenna. And I'll buy a merchant in probably over here in Sevilla, because this merchant is unique in that it can go to somebody who has resources that I wouldn't normally be able to get my hands on, possibly. Let's convert Stung Tren. That's another 4 gold per turn. Make sure we finish exploring this lake. Ooh, okay, we found these guys. So we need to have 340 influence to befriend these guys. I would like to befriend them rather than to clear them. I would like more city-states if I could get them. So let's save up our influence if we can. We got to grow this town. Yeah, it's all the fishing tiles, so we'll grab another fishing tile right there. Sevilla is growing nicely, I might add. I want to sort, let's see, so Cahokia looks like a great place to trade with. So where is Cahokia? Okay, Cahokia is all the way down here. Let's go trade with that. That's the first trade route. Chickasaw also looks like a good trade route. Let's go trade with Chickasaw. I've got a merchant down here. Let's get across the ways, and then we can start moving down the coast to go trade. Ooh, a little encampment thing. So we can breed faster dogs or get culture. I'm going to get the culture. Keep exploring, good sir. Oh, nice. We found Vilnius. So hopefully we'll be able to befriend Vilnius as well. Yeah, I want to be a friendly dude here. Yeah, we got converted over here, which I don't like. Got to keep an eye out for the conversions. I've got a chunk of gold. Lingapura. You could use a sawmill. I'll sawmill you right there. Go to the next turn. The settler was damaged in the high seas. That's to be expected. That was the play. Another settler was damaged in the high seas. Go ahead and get to Sevilla nice and safely. Islam has been founded. Lingapura has been converted. Don't like that. We can grow Mediolanum again. Let's get the chicken here. It's a 4 food chicken. Helps us grow. The Casa de Contrastación is going quite slowly. Could I purchase a wharf to help the city out? I will. I'll put it there with the fishing key. Gets the city up to 77 food per turn. Get it growing. Let's go for the 20% gold per turn. I will take it. We can plug in a +1 production in urban districts in our capital. Speaking of our capital, it just finished another conquistador, so let's queue up another. This time we got Alvar Nunes Cabeza de Vaca. Activate in distant lands on or adjacent to a natural wonder. Gain 200 gold for each natural wonder tile here. Oh, sick. So let's go send him to explore, shall we? We are trailing in technology, which is unfortunate. We will have to do some stuff about that. I mean, honestly, we're not even that far behind on technology, and especially considering how far ahead we are on culture. And even in cities, only Napoleon is rivaling us in terms of cities settled. You guys take a moment to heal. We'll make our way down to the south. Keep exploring with this little guy. Oh, we found a coastal edifice. I was kind of hoping that there would be more of these kind of things. And it would be nice if coastal ships could pick up the ones that are right on the coast too. That'd be just, I think that would just be nice. So there's mercantilism. Gold and happiness for every imported resource. We get the Tomb of Askia, which is resource capacity, gold and production for every resource assigned to it. That'd be really good in a capital. Although it has to be built on desert, so we'll have to figure that out. The next civic that I want to go for, I think, was colonialism, because I wanted to get the El Escorial. Then again, I could go New World policies. I think I prefer this pathway though for now. So let's go colonialism first, and then we'll go ahead and grab this nice reef. Let's go for the happiness for the celebration. I've been enjoying the celebrations. I like getting the 20% gold boost. Okay, missionary here is in Apalachi. Boom. Another city converter. That's 4 gold per turn. Very worth it, it feels like. We got these conversions going very early into the era. I will say the eras feel a little fast. I wouldn't mind adding an extra 25 turns to the era lengths. 25 to 50 turns. Okay, we can grow Sevilla now. We'll drop another thingy here. I'm going to put a temple purely just to give the city that little bit of base happiness. This is 100% a fishing town. Now we can grow in 5 turns as a fishing town or grow in 4 as a growing town. I think the fact that the fishing town distributes food to the rest of our empire is really valuable. Pachacuti wants to give us 12 gold per turn. I'm going to take the 4 gold per turn because I want to save my diplomatic favor to be able to interact with the minor civilizations over here. So like Vilnius, I'm going to befriend them. We're getting 2 per turn, so it'll take 30 turns, but I will probably want to support this. Merchant here, let's establish the trade route in Chickasaw, which gives us a lot more resources to assign. Ravenna as a city, I also think Mediolanum needs a lot of production, so I think assigning a productive resource to Mediolanum like gypsum, which is more productive in cities aside from our capital, is a good move. I'm also going to give them ivory, whereas I want percentage-based bonuses. Sevilla can have the Cowlin, because that's +6 food to distant land cities. Oh, no, that's a city, sorry. Yeah, I'll put Ivory in Mediolanum, because that city just needs the production. And then I guess I'll just put the Cowlin into Roma for now, and I'll give Sevilla the fish, so that it grows just that little bit faster. All right, keep exploring, good little boat. And my cog over here is also exploring. It's a very enjoyable process to get the exploration done. All right, there's feudalism. We have access to inns. And it gives food and happiness, and +1 settlement limit. We've got a narrative choice. We can do the army soul. Augustus soldiers have begun displaying more loyalty to their commanders than their realm. A worrying trend, perhaps, for feudal loyalties rise above the admiration of Caesar himself. So I can get expansionist attribute point and a quest, or a free commander promotion. I'm going to take the expansionist attribute point and the quest. Sounds like fun. I'm going to ally with Pachacuti again. Sounds like fun. He's a chill guy and I'm a chill guy. So with feudalism, we could get the medieval bridge. I think we want to go for education for the science here. So I'm going to grab guilds on the way up to education. There's a 9 food, 1 science, 2 happiness place for this inn. That's a great spot for it. We have another conquistador, Hernando de Soto. Activate in distant lands on a tile owned by independent power. This independent power becomes a city-state with you as the suzerain. Oh, damn. That is crazy powerful. Let's go. Let's send him to the new lands. This is the settlement I want. We'll be able to do a lot of fishing. We'll be able to do a lot of good stuff here. We're grabbing some resources. I'm going to found this settlement. We have 3 settlements on Tundra, so we have unlocked the ability to play as Russia. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to pump some money in here. We definitely want the fishing key right here. Let's do the brickyard plus the stone cutter there, and the granary plus the saw pit right here, so we can kind of start spreading this city out. It will be turned into a city, but we're going to give it a few turns to grow and shove down a few buildings in it to give it baseline yields. There's the expansionist attribute point, so if we grab this, we can go to expansionist. 15%, so we could go for +1 specialist limit in all cities, but -1 settlement limit, which is crazy powerful. Or we can go for the repeatable food in cities per town. +1 food per age on warehouse buildings is also incredibly good. The specialist limit is insane if we want to get big yields, but I like the baseline extra food there. Just so much extra growth, and I love playing growth-oriented games. Let's expand towards, well, let's grab the Jade first, because I think that will allow us to unlock the Qing Empire. Perfect. And then we can put that Jade in the capital, we're going to start making a lot more money, hopefully. All right, nice. Exploring, we've got tea, we've got good stuff. Now, question, can I purchase settlers in here? I think I need to have more gold, but yeah. My cash flow is looking really healthy, which I'm super, super on board with. Keep exploring the edges. Lovely. I would like to purchase the Casa Consistorial in this place, so I will look into that. My production just isn't that strong outside my capital. My capital is amazing. That's the power of playing Rome. All right, sick. We got a trader in coastal waters now, so we're going to send them down south to see if we can trade with Mongolia. We're going to trade with Cahokia, because it's a very powerful trade route. Boom. And now we got a ton of cotton we can provide, which is 3 food, 3 production. That could be amazing for Ravenna. Really pump that city's production up. It's up to 35 now, and we'll go to the next turn. Okay, the Tomb of Askia has been built. Open Borders has been cancelled. You were damaged by the seas. Scout was damaged by rough seas. You were damaged. Got it. All right, we got farmability here. I'm going to go for the food and happiness first, so that we can grow Barcelona quite a bit. Let's grab that saw pit right here. I'll put a temple in the capital zone. I'm going to accept this so Pachacuti can start a trade route with us. We get a bit of gold for it. Collaboration seems quite powerful in this game. Oh, you've taken a little bit too much damage. I'm going to pull you back to heal. Oh, we found the Zhang Zhije. This is one of my favorite wonders in the entire game. It's sick. +2 culture on rough terrain of this continent. I love these kind of like rocky outcropping wonders. Oh, a volcano, nice. Love them. Huge fan. Let's keep exploring. We're getting nice explorations, camels, all sorts of cool stuff out there. Okay, we got a town we can grow. 3 food, 2 happiness just feels so good. I do want that silver, however, so I'll grab the silver. Let's come on over to Mediolanum. The city's going to need my help from a construction point of view. So the Casa Consistorial I will put right here. 5 culture, 2 science. It's a banger. Boom. And then we'll have our unique structure soon. Roma, I mean, why not keep cranking out conquistadors? That's really fun. They're like one of the coolest units I've ever seen in a Civ game. Love the design on them. I think our open borders with this guy has ended. So let's have a chat with Karakorum. Okay, he accepted our open borders, so we got that renewed. We're trying to bring a trader down here to chill with him too. Nice little coastal mountain range. Ooh, a cave. Nice that we can explore. Exploring the coast here as well. Very, very beautiful game. Just every time I see more, I'm like, damn, it's beautiful. Okay, looking good. 400 gold per turn feels crazy good. All right, let's grow Rome. I gotta be honest with you, from a UI perspective, I'm having trouble parsing this like specialist screen stuff. So I often just default to placing the rural specialist just because I'm struggling with this screen just a little bit. Presentation on it is tough to look at. All right, let's grab the cave. We can spend 2 turns of culture to gain science or gain 200 gold. I'll take the 200 gold. The gold, the science is a little bit precious to me right now because I have trouble getting it. I can't really slow down my build. We're already like 1/5 of the way through the age, you know what I mean? So it's scary. I don't know how Napoleon has so many relics, I swear. All right, Barcelona is ready to expand. Let's keep expanding it. We could get a temple in there. I don't think we necessarily need to. Ravenna has finished its thing. It can get its observatory. We got a +6 here. There's a +7 down here. I don't know what's already built here. It looks like it's a temple. Yeah, let's take the +7 observatory. That's really good. I may actually just purchase that with gold. Hold on. Yeah, it's like 600 gold. So if we pump that, and instead I'll build a fleet commander so that I can have one. It might be fun to... I think it's probably good to just have a fleet commander floating around. We want to be settling for those treasure resources if we can. There's 1 T over here. This tile right here feels super good vibes. There is this navigable river settle, which also has immaculate vibes. So let's go do it. Right, I'm going to trade with Karakorum, Xerxes' capital, because it gives me access to some pretty unique resources here. A 5 production and the dates as well. I will put that production into Ravenna, and I'll put the food and happiness into the capital. Why not? Ooh, a navigable river for us to go down. Yeah. Not a very deep one, but we found Tondo. We can befriend this independent. We definitely want to get our hands on more diplomacy points, like Diplo capital. All right, what's this? Xerxes made peace with Confucius. My conquistador took some damage. That's expected. We can choose production in Mediolanum. I'm going to purchase the observatory. There's a +6 observatory here on the tile with the stone cutter. I would like to build a place where I could put urban specialists. So I'm going to put it here instead so I can put 2 science buildings there and get a crazy science yield. The inn, on the other hand, I'm not too fussed about. I can pop it right there. That's fine. So let's starting building up that urban specialist tile like I want to get that science going. We've basically fully circled this second continent, and I've really enjoyed the exploration process. Like, I'm having a great time, man. It's very chill. All right, there's guilds. So we have guild halls, which gives influence and gold, right? We definitely want that influence. The kiln gives culture and a production boost towards wonder. We definitely want that extra Diplo points. And I think we're going to go straight for education so we can get those universities. We want to build the combo of the observatory plus the university on a single tile, then with some specialists plonked down on top of those buildings when combined, should give us a huge amount of resources. So this is where a granary is. I do wish it was easier or possible to move like warehouse buildings. I do like this spot for a guild hall, however. 8 gold, 2, what do you call it? The kiln could definitely go here where the amphitheater is. That's a 7-1 or a 6-1. I'll go with a 7-1. Boom. We got a narrative choice. Rise of the bourgeoisie. The city sees the rise of a new class. Business owners who do not travel but broker and grow their power locally. They have no titles, no manners, no distinction to save their wealth. No distinction, save their wealth. And their certainty that they alone can see through history's cobwebs to the rational world. So I can make them pay tribute to get +2 gold in the guild hall, or I can get +4 gold on the guild hall and get a quest. So if I build a guild hall in distant lands, I will get some sort of reward, which is very exciting. We will be converting this place to a city, but just not quite yet. So Hernan Cortez, activate in distant lands. On an army commander with 3 empty slots, this army commander receives 3 infantry units. Very nice. Very militaristic and expansionist Spain is, for sure. They were definitely marked correctly with the game's intel. Free units are pretty cool. I'm going to get this cog to heal up, and then I will get this cog to venture out across the ocean into uncertain fates. There's colonialism, so we get gold for each gold adjacency and production for each production agency. I think Princeps Civitatis would be better for charters. I want that gold adjacency. It's not much right now. Ooh, actually, I think my gold rate went down. Let's go for colonialism 2 so we can get El Escorial. I definitely want to build that because this is worth 2 settlements. So we're in the process of exploring the inner lands of the new continent and exploring the deep ocean around it. All right, so we've got a 6 culture kiln over here. Let's pop that down. Perfect. We keep investing into Barcelona. It'll become easier to turn into a city. Cog was damaged. My conquistador was damaged. Pizarro was damaged, and my settler was damaged. You only have to move 2 more tiles through this madness, so you'll be fine. While army commanders support land units, the fleet commander organizes and directs naval units. So we've got our first fleet commander here, and they've got some of their own promotions and stuff. So I definitely want Ravenna to be working on improving those. The happiness in Ravenna is really low. So here's a 7-2. I'll take the 7-2 tile. We can grow Ravenna. I need happiness in here, so I'm going to take this 1 food, 3 production, 2 happiness tile. This city's just really unhappy. We can grow Mediolanum. Let's take the 4 production, 2 happiness tile. That's a fantastic one. And we can grow the town of Barcelona as well. Let's grab the spices because that's our treasure resource. There's a diplomatic action here. I'm just going to accept. While I would like to support it, I want to save my influence for making friends with the city-states and stuff like that. And in fact, I want to talk to Vilnius and I want to add support. If I do that, now it goes 50% faster. Okay, so we've shaved half of the time off, roughly speaking. Not quite, but it's down to 14 turns until they turn into a city-state, which is quite a bit faster. Okay, Roma, let's get you a conquistador. You know what? I need some missionaries. My religion has been kind of scooped out, so I'll build 3 missionaries to go sort of respread. Specialization is available for Barcelona. For now, I'll make it an urban center to get that little bit of culture and science in here. I'm going to build a temple in the city hall. Well, actually, there's a 6 happiness temple right here, so let's do that. And then as far as I can tell, it's worth it to convert this to a city maybe next turn if we can afford it. All right, Hernando de Soto, you go ahead and heal up there. Keep exploring with you. Keep getting this cog to explore. We got a flood. This settler is moving on up. We'll be in position soon. We're quarter away through the age. Napoleon has completed the cultural milestone. I don't fully understand what I'm doing wrong with the cultural milestone thing. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I'm messing this up, but somehow I am. All right, Cortez, head out into the high seas. Alvarez, you move as well. And then we'll keep exploring with this little scouty scout. Jump up into this coastal land. Get yourself healed up. You do the same up here. All right, what are we looking at? Can we convert Barcelona? Yes, we can. We're going to convert Barcelona to a city. There's an 8 food tile over here versus the 6 food tile here. I'll take the 8 food tile. That sounds great. We'll have to keep pumping money into Barcelona to make it into a viable city. Or actually, Ravenna needs happiness. So let me take these ivory and put them into Ravenna, and I'll take some of this other stuff out. So that'll get Ravenna up to being a little bit happier. Then Barcelona is brand new, but it will benefit heavily if I put kaolin in there because it's +6 food to distant lands. Similarly though, so is gypsum. I could plug gypsum in there and get 6 production per turn per gypsum, which is really good. Ravenna is still a little unhappy. That's fine. I'm going to take the dates out. Basically pull all the resources out of my small towns because I wonder if they're better in my cities. Like, these dates give happiness. Maybe I would be better off to take the cotton out, put the dates in so that Ravenna isn't negative on happiness, and then the same in Mediolanum. I want the happiness there. So I'll put ivory and dates, and now we're positive on happiness. Perfect. And then we've got a little bit of production and food that we can distribute. So I'll give you food and production to Mediolanum, and then I'll just plug the rest into Roma, getting this city up. Nice. Perfect. Amazing. I do think that resource screen needs work, but it's the kind of thing that'll be developed over time, right? As they gain a lot of feedback. Interesting to go for a inland capital. I think that's a very bad decision. It's an interesting decision, but it is a bad one. All right, let's go to the next turn. Cog was damaged. Let's get into the safe coastal waters to heal up. All right, so Francisco Pizarro is here. This is the army commander one. How much is it to purchase an army commander? I cannot afford it just yet. So let's give it a few turns. You can just chill there. I am definitely going to settle this city. 1, 2, 3. It seals up this area of the map for me, and this will make a great city when the time comes. It's also going to be an amazing fishing town. I've got to make use of that navigable river. There's Zimbabwe. We'll need more influence to befriend them. Confucius wants open borders. I'll take that. I'm happy to play nice with people right now. I don't need enemies at this phase of the game. I think this could make a really good science spot. It has 6 yield right now. It's beside 2 resources, so I'll put my observatory right there. Boom. And then I can grow the city, and I can put an urban specialist right there to get that extra science and culture out of it. Looking at Mediolanum, we can absolutely build the guild hall and the kiln. We've got a 7-2 tile over here. We've got a 7-2 tile over here. It's a 4-2. I'm going to take this 7-2 because nothing is built on it yet. It's a lovely one. And we'll send a missionary to Mediolanum to reconvert that town. My cog has healed, so let's go ahead and explore forward. You're going to heal up right here on that safe coastal tile, and then we'll go ahead and move to the next turn. Confucius established a new trade route. We get 18 gold per turn from it. River has flooded. Vilnius is friendly with me. Amazing. Ravenna is ready for a new building. I would love to build that guild hall. Here's an 8-2 guild hall. That's a fantastic resource yield. Let's get the missionary into Mediolanum. We'll begin the conversion. So we got one guy converted. I want to save money for another turn because I'd like to build an army commander over in the foreign lands. It might be a good idea for me to declare war on like Confucius and blow up a couple of his cities for the expansionist war goals. Zimbabwe has become less friendly somehow. Barcelona is ready to expand. Let's grab the fish. Valladolid is ready to expand. We'll make use of this navigable river. We've got a trade opportunity. Yeah, I definitely need to look into doing some more trading. But what I really want to buy is an army commander. Yeah, I need to save for one more turn and then I think I can afford it. Let's put a fish in Rome for another 5 food in there. We got to reconvert Capua. Send my missionary over there to begin that process. Swirly's urban. And then we got to get a rural tile in here. Mediolanum has been converted. There's colonialism. So now we can build the El Escorial. It's 3 happiness, 4 happiness in cities within 7 tiles of the wonder, and +1 settlement limit. I don't think we necessarily need to change our situation here. We will choose some civics though. It wouldn't be bad to go towards bureaucracy. So I'm going to grab authority for now, as that leads to bureaucracy, which can then lead to imperialism. All right, perfect. We can afford the army commander. It's 1,000 gold. We were saving up for this because I wanted to use my conquistador to get those free units. So now we have a courser and 2 tercio. In Barcelona, we can begin the construction of some stuff. Let's plonk this down on top of the farm. We can set up a nice little trading spot right there with the guild hall. I'm saving this tile for science, so this will be the gold tile right here. Barcelona is ready to grow again, and the food and happiness is super good, so we'll keep doing that one. Let's convert the rural population of Capua as well, so they're converted. Perfect. We could go convert this city. Remember, every settlement that we convert is 4 gold per turn, which is very powerful. Trying to remember where that natural wonder was. Right here. We can go get some gold off that. Cortez, I want you to heal up. I don't want to spend Diplo points because I want to save them to interact with city-states. My capital has finished some construction. I definitely want to get El Escorial. I'm going to put it here. That's 4 happiness. Let's do it. It'll take 5 turns, but I think that's a worthy amount of time. Oh my god, Rome has been converted. That's annoying. Let's reconvert it back to us. We need to do it on a rural tile as well. So I think a resource tile is a good one. Perfect. Let's do a little search here. Nothing really found. Well, that's fine. And we're continue. Oh, nice. There's Chiang Mai. Would love to become suzerain of them if I could. I'll start moving my army commanders over to the New World so we can do a little bit of conquest. We've got some conquistadors over there that we can play around with. Lingapura has flooded, so we'll do some repairs. heal up this cog in the nice safe waters as we continue to explore and build up. So there's education. We can build our universities. We'll be able to pump a lot of science now. Ooh, a wildcard attribute point. Specialist limit is great as well. Your specialist cap is increased, allowing you to place more specialists on urban tile, place specialists on high adjacency tiles to achieve the Enlightenment legacy path. It's something we kind of want to work on. Education 2 would get us a relic and +1 science on science building, so I like that. I want to build the university in Ravenna for sure. I could just purchase it. I'm trying to remember, where did I put the other science building? This is something I struggle with, is remembering where everything was. Okay, so the observatory was down here. So if I put my university, oh shoot, my temple was there. That's unlucky. I guess there is a 7. There's 7 science over here too, I guess. Puteoli needs to be reconverted. Lingapura needs to be reconverted. I'm going to crank a bit of gold into Barcelona. We've got a 9 science tile right there. That's lovely. I'm also going to purchase myself a merchant in Mahendraparvata so I can trade with Trung Trak, because she actually does have a lot of resources that I might want to, you know, grab. Hernan Cortez, you're an army, you're a unit printer. That's what you do. All right, let's do a fishing key right here on the opening. Then we can grow this town. Let's keep expanding on the river. Love river. I love expanding on the rivers. It feels really good. It's a lot of fun, gotta say. Navigable rivers, pretty neat. We'll convert to Masic, part of our play. 4 gold per turn, we'll take it. Pachcuti built the Brihadiswarar temple. Yeah, you got damaged. That's okay, it's all part of the plan. Open borders has been completed. Vilnius will convert to a city-state. They bestowed a gift upon us. We get 120 culture, nice. Valaladoid can grow again. Let's keep growing on the river. Choose production in Mediolanum. Yeah, the university is the place we want to build. I would like to buy it, so I'm going to tell them to build the kiln instead. But I want the kiln there. Yeah, it's fine right there. All right, trader. Yeah, they want me to trade with Yaso Darapura, so go there to trade with her. I know we fought her a lot in wars, but seems like it doesn't matter to clean up our borders. Like, let's head to Lingapura. We're continuing to explore these like little island chains in between. I have room for another settlement, so I should probably buy a settler. We got Hoerwick Wago, which is pretty cool. That is a 4-tile natural wonder. That is a gorgeous natural wonder. By the way, I would like to immediately purchase a settler. I cannot afford a settler in Lingapura. I'll save up money and buy a settler next turn because that looks sick, dude. Look at all that culture and food. If I could get that, that would be amazing. Hernan Cortez. That 18 science tile. That's what we like to see. Volcano has erupted. Vilnius is converting. Discovered Xerxes is stealing government secrets. Let's befriend, not you actually. I'm going to befriend Zimbabwe because that'll only take 15 turns to convert rather than some of the others. Oh, that was dumb actually. I just got the guy here who will auto convert them. Derpty 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 do. He didn't seem to actually do anything even though I used him. That was kind of weird. I guess I'll give it a turn. Hold on, let me reload that. Okay, so what do you do again? The tile has to be owned by the independent power. Well, let's go to Tondo instead of Zimbabwe because we made friends with Zimbabwe. Sorry, Valaladoid is ready to expand. And this time I'm going to try to make sure, to pop you on Zimbabwe's tiles. And instead of befriending Zimbabwe, I'll befriend Tondo. And in 15 turns, we will convert them. All right, we wanted the university here. That's a +9 university. We can command some units. Yeah, we're just moving units towards the inevitable front on the new continent. All right, gives a look. So this time, he's actually standing on Zimbabwe's tile. Let's get into the tile itself before we pop this. I think that's probably more likely to actually work. I don't want it to mess up again. It's kind of interesting. Okay, we got the Zhangji. I can pop this for 400 gold. Boom. Nice, 400 gold acquired. So what I would like to do is in Lingapura, I would like to buy a settler to send over here. I want to grab this delicious mountain. All right, Swirly's urban. Let's go to the next turn. We're up to turn 60. You're about a third of the way through the exploration era. My current vibes is that eras go fast. So we were definitely going to be looking to build an observatory and a university here in the capital. So I'm going to put another specialist here so that we can maximize our adjacency once we finish El Escorial. Barcelona, I'm going to put a specialist on this tile. That's another 4 science and 3 culture and 1 production, which is going to be really nice. It means this tile here, if we go to yield map mode, is now making 22 science, which is fantastic. I definitely want the inn, but I might go for the guild hall first. Get that 6 gold to Diplo favor. Let's go ahead and start building up Valaladoid. So I think a grist mill plus a sawmill are a good combo. I'm going to build them on this river because the navigable river is more valuable as a tile. So gristmill plus sawmill over here. I guess I'll just put a granary in the city hall, and then the brickyard and saw pit can go out here. And then the city's got a lot of, got a lot of pre-built potential, basically. And we're going to make it into a farming town as well, so that it's feeding any cities in my empire. Let's convert Puteoli. All right, let's see if we can get our settler out over here. I'm just going to right click here and hope that he makes it. That's a real sort of autopath, take the wheel moment. Okay, so Hernando de Soto is on Zimbabwe, so let's try and pop him right now. Boom, Zimbabwe's mine. Amazing. I got 125 culture. I also get authority, which was finished because of that. That's very nice. I can choose a new civic to research. I think we wanted bureaucracy for the social policy points, so we'll grab that. All right, Hernan Cortez. Let's vomit out these units so we can go get Hernan's new units. And I'm going to merchant trade with Yaso Darapura. We get access to silk. We're definitely putting that silk in our capital. It's so much culture in there. +5 happiness from dyes is going to be great in Barcelona because it's struggling a little bit with happiness. I don't feel like we're making very good progress. I mean, we're doing okay. All right, so we need to place 4 specialists. Got it. 40 total yield each. We're getting there with some of these tiles in my empire. All right, sick. We got the El Escorial. So it's being built up as we speak. Awesome. El Escorial. So we get to choose a city-state bonus for Zimbabwe. We can do the Stonehead, which provides +4 culture and +1 culture for every adjacent Stonehead. Must be placed on tiles with natural happiness yields. The Suai gives culture buildings +1 culture for every city-state we're suzerain of. We could just get a relic, a social policy slot, or 20% production towards temple construction for every city-state we're suzerain of. I like the Stonehead, although I think I much prefer the Suai. So I'm going to go for that one. Culture for every city-state you are suzerain of feels really good to me. Although the social policy slot in this age also feels incredible. So I think, you know what, I'm going to take the social policy slot because there's so many good policies here. And +1 gold and happiness for every imported resource. Gold and I think that is definitely we want to plug in right now because we are doing a decent amount of trading. Speaking of which, we should actually certainly buy more merchants. Okay, we got a kiln in Ravenna. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to tell which buildings are from the old age. I think it would be nice I think it would be easier to tell if like old buildings were like slightly grayed out or something, or like the little circle was crumbling. Okay, we could build a university in Roma, and I think I'm going to plonk it down onto that 14 science tile right there. That's a beautiful tile. We got pretty low happiness in Barcelona. We will have to deal with that. It'll take us some time, however. I can't just wave my hands and make people happy. Although, I'm pretty sure there's some people watching that I could make happy by doing that. But I can't do it in the game. You know what I mean, man? All right, Lingapura has been converted back to our religion. I don't remember what the red marker on a city when it comes to religion means. I found Nagulu Mapu and they are angry up there. All right, army commander is entering the ocean. I might actually keep one army commander back here, my low level one. All right, sick. There's education 2, +1 science on science buildings and a free relic. We get a narrative choice as well, the wall system. Controversy engulfs the library at El Escorial. A few librarians have decided to move all the bookcases from the usual orientation perpendicular to the windows, instead placing them along the walls. This new setup welcomes a more light into the space, supposedly. Interesting. So we can get happiness or culture. I'm going to take the culture here because I've been taking a lot of happiness. I'm going to not be allies with Confucius because I would like to actually declare war on him. We can choose a technology. We could go for machinery too if we wanted to build medieval bridges. This also gives us food on farms, plantations. Some of these older masteries are quite cheap now. Like here's production on camps and woodcutters. Like let's just grab that. So yeah, I think we'll go back and do some of these easy masteries now that we've got like a pretty strong science yield. I do feel like I'm getting rewarded for focusing on my science, which is something I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the fact that like I did a thing and I have been rewarded for it. So that process feels good. Okay, we're not quite ready to convert Valladolid to a city, but I will build a temple and a kiln. So we've got a 5 culture tile right here. We'll put the temple with it. That's a nice little step forward for this city. Puteoli, I'll just get you to fortify there. You're good. You have taken some damage, which I do not like. I do like the snow-kissed mountains up there to the north. I kind of miss individual units having their own promotions. I understand why the change was made, but that doesn't mean I love it. All right, Hernando Cortez, go ahead and create me 3 new infantry units. Beautiful. So we got a relatively large army over here already for us to command. I think the next thing I'm going to purchase here is a settler. I'd like to settle somewhere up here, like maybe on this tile, and see if we can't make some use of this land. All right, what's this? Great work has been added to the El Escorial. A sick. Volcano erupted. Army commander has been damaged. He's still traveling. Missionary was damaged being on the ocean. Vilnius has become my vassal. We can grow Ravenna again. I wouldn't mind getting those elephants because they do have happiness in them, and there's 2 happiness on the tile itself, so let's grab that. And we can grow Mediolanum as well. I would like to put a specialist down on the science tile here. I think that's a really valuable move because the university is going to finish next turn. That'll become a really big science tile for us. We could choose a city-state bonus in Vilnius. The relic is not bad if it indeed it would get us 1 step closer to our age progress. I'm going to go for Suai. Culture buildings receiving +1 culture is nice. That should bring us up a little bit. And I'll put the elephants into Barcelona because it's struggling with happiness. 173 culture, very nice. Oof, you got hit harder than I was expecting. Okay, let's send a trader over to Bak. Let's send a trader to Tushpa. I'll get my little cog over here to heal up in the north. All right, command units, what do we got? Send a scout down this way. All right, there's machinery. That's +1 production on camps and woodcutters. Another city can grow. Barcelona is ready. And I do think keeping the expansion going here, like, look at these 3 food, 2 happiness tiles. Those are fantastic. I will take the 3 production, 1 culture, 2 happiness tile. That's amazing as well. We could choose a new technology. I do think the mastery of cartography, the food on food buildings and +1 food on fishing boats is really useful for my empire to continue our strong growth. It'll get us more specialists. We have a lot of fishing towns too. Roma has finished building its university. Let's get ourselves some more conquistadors. Mediolanum has finished its university tile. So we've got that disgustingly strong 24 science tile, which is amazing. Let's go for the kiln, and I'll pop the kiln right here. Yeah, it's a 5 culture kiln. I'll take it. I'll give this army commander a little bit of time to rest. And what are you up to, missionary? I do like how these fortifications join together. There's something very satisfying about that. I love that. Love how that looks. Love the game from a graphics point of view. The game is gorgeous. All right, what do we got here in terms of narrative choice? +4 gold in the guild hall. Amazing. Boom. That should give us a good bit of resources. Ravenna. Let's grab ourselves a conquistador. These conquistadors are interesting and unique, and they do crazy stuff. We've got an inn here in Barcelona. So I'm going to plonk the inn here in the city hall. It's 5 food, 2 happiness. It's a great building. We'll convert Kusa, get the swirlies on urban. And I think it might be around time that we convert Valladolid to a city. So I'll put a stone cutter over here, and then I'm going to convert it to a city. Boom. Permanently converted, at least for the rest of the era. The observatory? Oh, right here. Look at that, +7. That'd be sick. Also, I definitely want to play around with resources if they will allow me to. I would like to move some resources to Valladolid. I'm going to move the gypsum that was in Barcelona to Valladolid because that's going to be 12 production moved over. I'll take the whales out of Roma, and I'll take the cowlin out of Roma because cowlin is better in my other cities. Barcelona, for example. Perfect. We reshuffled our resources a little bit. Valladolid. Dude, I don't know how to say this city's name. Has a little bit better production. I would like to get the wharf. It's a 7 food wharf right here. It's a 9 food wharf right there. I like that 9 food wharf. Let's do it. Ooh, actually changed my mind. If I put the wharf here, I'll be able to build urban tiles across the city area, which has a lot of appeal to me. Oh, that's super unfortunate. I've already placed it, so there's kind of an urban tile here already. All right, well, I have to build it there then. That's all right. That's all right. All right, let's trade with Tushpa. We have no trade routes with Pachacuti, which is absolutely a mistake. So let me go ahead and buy a trader in Ravenna, or merchants, to go trade with more Incan cities. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to put the camels in the capital because we get a lot of benefit for that. Rome is just an insane city, like yield wise. It's crazy. It's super hardcore carrying me. We're up to 200 science per turn, by the way, which is sick. Food from food buildings, food from fishing boats, amazing. We got a narrative choice as well. Emissaries from Tondo have pronounced us as awesome. There's 250 gold. We can also maybe talk to Chiang Mai. Befriend the independents. These guys are cultural. The Gulu Mapu would be awesome to befriend as well. Valladolid is ready to expand. We take the 4 food, 2 happiness tile every single time. It's an amazing tile. Let's have a look at technology here. We could go for the guilds upgrade, which is +1 gold on gold buildings and production on clay pits and mines. I mean, that feels really good, especially for some of our towns that are going to generate resources for us. Let's take the 20% gold. We love the gold. We have a policy slot open. +1 production on each production adjacency could be really useful, as can vassalage. I mean, this is worth 9 culture and 9 gold right now, which is not amazing. Let's take the production tile there, because that's going to give us a lot of gold. Koba is a city we want to trade with, so I'll send a trader up there, and then I'll buy another trader. Another merchant. Perfect. Fully converted Kusa. We love converting cities for the gold per turn. All right, there's bureaucracy. And constitution is amazing. It means maintaining specialists becomes a lot easier. We don't need to plug it in just yet. Although we did just get the social policy slot. So if we plug this in, you know, it means you have a lot more happiness to play with when we start placing specialists. I do like the idea of going for imperialism here. It's going to give us extra settlement limit, which feels amazing. So let's go for it. If we talk to Xerxes, how does he feel about open borders? I want to explore his territory. I want to know a bit more about it. All right, merchant up here, trading with Koba. Ooh, have at least 4 trade routes with unique civilizations unlock the Mughal Empire. Sick. I also have a trader heading over to Bak. We trade with Bak. Perfect. And then Cusco feels like it would be a good spot to trade with, so I'll send a trader down that way. We got a nice boost of new resources. I definitely will plug the jade into the capital because that is just an insane amount of gold yield. Oh, speaking of stuff, actually over here, I need to buy myself a settler. I gotta settle the city, man. I do love this tile, but I think this tile is technically better because it means less tiles are wasted. So I'll settle here. Damn, this cog is taking damage. Jesus. +1 gold on buildings, +1 production on clay pits and mines. Amazing. We have a narrative choice. Gilded, not golding. The legend of El Dorado, a city of riches led by a gilded king, had compelled Francisco de Orellana to adventure. But he returns to Spain, nearly broken by his ordeal, describing an immense river untouched by any man. Have a settlement next to a navigable river in a distant land. Okay, we've already done that part. Disease, starvation, and hostile locals threaten Francisco de Orellana and his crew once again. The Great River extracts a heavy price, but they have much to gain in return. So we can pay the price. We can get +5 healing in friendly territory. Yeah, thanks for the healing. I will just accept this for now. I want my Diplo favor to be going towards city-states. I will benefit a lot from city-states. All right, we could master feudalism. It would give us a lot more food and the medieval bridge. Let's go for it. We're definitely focusing on mastering technology here to get big yields. Let's grab ourselves another conquistador. We've got Francisco de Orellana. Activating distant lands in navigable river. Receive 50 gold for every tile of this river. Awesome. We shall send him over. 44% of the way through the era, man. It feels like it's just, it feels like it, that timer just feels like it puts so much mental pressure on me, and I don't like that feeling personally. It feels like I gotta rush to get all the stuff I want to get done, you know, finished. All right, what do we got here? We got a city expansion. We've got all of our high happiness tiles. I think we take the food tiles with happiness now, so we can just keep pumping growth in here. Production in Mediolanum. Boro-Bador, +2 food and happiness on quarters. That seems really good. It's ageless as well, and it will give adjacency here, +6 adjacency. So I'm gonna grab that. It will take a while to build, but that's cool. Let's grab this gypsum. I've got so much gold in the bank, which means I guess I could boost up Valaladalid. Let's build the observatory with gold and the university with gold. And so now we're already cranking out 16 gold, or 16 science from this tile, which is amazing. So the guild hall and the bazaar love navigable rivers. But I'm gonna hold off on buying those until I have the medieval bridge, because I'd like to bridge across this river and like put it right there. And I'd also like to just wait, you know, see if I can get a better slot. All right, sick. Barcelona is ready to grow again. And we grow to the food and happiness tiles. Those feel like the right tiles to grow to. A foreign leader is returning a treasure. So I don't know how actually I get treasure fleets. Let's have a look here. I need to research shipbuilding. So I need to get this tech here. That's what I'll work towards. So there's feudalism. The medieval bridge must be placed on a navigable river. We also get food on farms. We're going to start making our way towards shipbuilding. So let's grab heraldry and then shipbuilding. Production in Barcelona is underway. Amazingly, I can build a conquistador here, although it's quite expensive. I think it would be good for me to get missionaries so I can start converting. Alternatively, I could get catapults for the war. Yeah, I'll get a catapult for the war. Coming down to Valaladalid, let's get the bridge for the navigable river. I will purchase a bridge here. Oh, you can build more than one. That's awesome. And then we can build a 12 gold guild hall here. But I'm going to purchase it. And then I'll purchase the bazaar on top. And then this city can also start construction of a heavy archer. We're also going to grow it again. It's got to be the food and the happiness, although I do like the incense here. Let's take the dates. So Valladolid will take gypsum and kaolin. Okay, Valladolid is ready to grow again. 4 food, 1 production, 2 Happiness is too good to pass up. Production in Ravenna. We could build the medieval bridge. It's worth a little bit of gold. I don't see a reason not to build it on this tile that already has a bath, so let's get it. Let's go ahead and settle a settlement right here. That'll get us our first militaristic legacy milestone. We've been pretty slow on the milestones here, but we've avoided the military dark age, non-sufficit orbis. So let's head towards the military legacy path as well. So we need to keep capturing and blowing up settlements, and we're basically going to attack the Confucius civ over here, as we have a significant economic lead over him, so he shouldn't be too difficult for us to blow up. Bilbao is ready to expand. I'm going to focus on tiles that have food production and happiness. This gives our siege and naval units +1 combat strength. Sadly, naval units won't really figure into this war, but we'll have 2 army commanders sort of leading the charge, which is exciting in of its own right. Christopher Columbus. Activate in distant lands on any water tile. Reveals the map except for the interior of distant lands. Sick! That is so cool. We got a cog here. Not real much use for you. You're just kind of there. Let's trade with Cusco. That's a good spot. Do a little trade. We got some new resources. Incense, jade, all the good stuff. We're making 800 gold per turn, by the way. I want you to just wrap your noggin around that amount of gold. It's truly, truly, truly disgusting. Let's get ourselves a fishing key. That's 4 food. We do have a grist mill tile, which I'm happy for. And I'll also get us a sawmill right there. Those are our nice warehouse buildings, getting our yields up on a baseline. So we've got that river. I'll put the granary in the city center, and then the brickyard and the saw pit here and here. This will open up this nice tile for adjacency for a science area. I'll give it a couple of more turns, and then we'll convert this into a city as well. I like having cities in the new world. All right, we can grow this town. Yeah, 4 food, 1 culture, 2 happiness. It's a great tile. City-state bonus of Tondo. Allows the construction of the company post unique improvement. The company post provides +4 gold, +1 food, and +1 production in distant lands, and +2 gold if there's at least 1 resource assigned to this settlement. Cannot be adjacent to another company post. That is super powerful. The Gabara gives gold buildings after gold. You've got Spice Islands. Receive the clove resource in your capital. Cloves provide 6 food and 10% gold. Extra gold for every city-state you're suzerain of, or 5 trade route range for every city-state you're suzerain of. A lot of these are really cool. I'm going to try out the company post, I think. I think there's something kind of unique and interesting about that. I'm not ready to upgrade this city, so I could switch this to a company post. What does it do? Convert to an urban tile. What is it? So you want to have resources assigned to the settlement. Does not remove warehouse bonuses on a tile. Cannot be built adjacent to another company post. Okay, like let's put a company post right there. What happens? Boom. I did it. I guess this tile is just better now. And now if I go to Barcelona, okay, and Barcelona has resource assignment. This is a 6 gold on top of that tile. Okay. What if I company post here too? Boom. Yeah, I guess there's no reason I can't do that. All right, cool. Sick. I'm going to befriend Ngulu Mapu, and then I'll want to boost it with support points over time so that we can beat Napoleon to making them friends. Hinduism has been founded. We got heraldry, so we have knights, men-at-arms, and tercios. We got a narrative choice here. Emissaries from Chiang Mai have arrived to pronounce that Spanish Empire deserves all glory and respect. So there's 125 culture right there. We can grow the city of Roma once again. I think we have to sort of get this science vortex going. So we're going to put an urban specialist on that tile. That will get us our first enlightenment milestone. That's a scientific legacy point right there, plus the scientific attribute point option. Awesome. Bilbao is ready to be grown. And again, it's got to be tiles with this nice high production, high happiness stuff. I'll take the jade tile for now. It looks like a good one. We've got a diplomatic action. I'm going to just take the 4 gold per turn. I would love to support these, but I want to save my diplomatic power for getting city-states on my side. Let's grab shipbuilding, as that is the tech that has to do with the treasure fleet victory. I'll build a medieval bridge. Nah, there's no point in doing that, really. Let's grab another conquistador. There's still a few knocking around. I don't think I need more medieval bridges. I mean, it is worth gold. Company posts are kind of nice to build as well, because they don't actually overbuild the farm. The farm remains there, which is really powerful. The rulers of Ngulu Mapu are being lured away, I know, but we just need to try to beat Napoleon to being their suzerain. Rather than building company posts here, I'm going to keep building units. I think a mixture of like catapults, knights, coursers, all these things are all good. This courser can be upgraded for 100 gold. My tercios can be upgraded to tier 2 tercios, which are a little bit stronger, so let's do that. All right, we're halfway through the era by points. It says 50% right there. We got Miguel Lopez del Gasby, 2 range units and an infantry unit in foreign commanders. So I'll send you across. I'll move this settler into the high seas so that we can get them across as well. Vistula River has flooded. We got new resources added. Awesome. Christopher Columbus was damaged. Okay, cool. Let's go to our next turn and see what happens. A little bit of flooding damage has hurt us. Why is he getting hit twice? Does anyone know why he's getting... Oh my god, look at all those rough seas and stuff. He's been hit so hard. There's no, like... I don't understand. He's gotten smashed. Mediolanum. Let's make sure we have all your rural tiles claimed before we go too heavy on the urbans. Ravenna is ready for potentially a medieval bridge. I don't think it's necessary for us to build that. We could do some of these company posts. They're not as good in the homeland. They're not terrible. They are worth 4 gold per turn. I mean, there's no harm in spreading our religion. That is strictly just good for us. Barcelona has finished a catapult. I'll get another catapult. Oh God, my units are just taking crazy amounts of damage. I did a reload in case the multiple hits from rough seas was like a bug. I just wanted to, I wanted to try to avoid taking those hits because I don't want my commander to die right when he's about to make it to the new continent. You know what I mean? That would just suck. All right, amazing. We have unlocked imperialism. So we have indenture, we have tariffs, and we have a settlement limit. Let's have a look at what else we can unlock. Valladolid is ready to grow, so let's keep pumping up that food and happiness. Bilbao is also ready to go. Food and happiness, that's the thing I want to focus on. We could go for imperialism 2. Let's get his commander experience, resource capacity in all homelands, extra range for trade routes, get a free relic, diplomatic service, good for social policy slots, sovereignty gives settlement limit. I do like the idea of going for sovereignty. Let's make it happen. Town specialization in Bilbao. It's going to be an urban center. No, it's going to be a growing town. Once we have all the buildings in it, then we'll maybe convert it. So we've got kiln, temple, all that jazz. I'm going to put a stone cutter here. Oh no, I shouldn't have put that there. Damn it. And I'll build a temple here and the kiln here because they like being adjacent to the mountain. And then we'll turn this into a city. So Bilbao is now a city. We'll get the wharf right here. Unlucky. I shouldn't have put the thing there. I should have just upgraded the city. Oh well, it happens. So I'm going to turn this right here into a science tile. So I'll put a population on it until we can get it down. And in Bilbao, which is a brand new city, I'm going to make sure I shunt a couple of gypsum into it. My commander did just barely make it. And I don't know if it was the reload, but I'm going to credit the reload. That's like gamer superstition right there, you know what I mean? All right, let's pop to the next turn. We're chilling. We're having a great time, man. I gotta say, you get into a nice flow into this era with the city development. I definitely want you to heal up. This catapult, I do not have a leader for. So let's start moving our military towards our good enemy Confucius's lands. And then I'm going to come over to, what were they called again? Nagulumapu. I'm going to add support to speed it up. And I will probably do that again to make sure that I'm really beating Napoleon there. Now, we basically explored all of Xerxes' land, which is sick. There's Borobudur. I believe we built that up in the north. I forget what exactly it does, but I think it was just a nice one, plus it was giving adjacency to our science buildings, setting us up for the future. Yeah, very nice. Right, sick. Lots of fire, lots of light, lots of beauty. And there's shipbuilding. This will give us a shipyard, which is +5 production from adjacent resources and adjacent wonders. We also get the Carrack. Naval units can safely cross deep ocean without taking damage. All units ignore movement penalties from deep ocean. And I think shipbuilding is one of those things we definitely want to master, unless we want to go for architecture for happiness. We could also go castles and metallurgy, as castles and metallurgy would lead to metal casting, which would get us higher tier units. Architecture gets us culture from the pavilion, and the pavilion feels like a really good culture building, and we would get urban planning. Machu Picchu. Oh, I love Machu Picchu. I always called it Machu Pikachu. Ooh, +1 specialist limit on all cities. Could be sick. I'm kind of into it. So I'm going to go architecture into urban planning. Ravenna, right? What do you got to do? You got a shipyard. There's a +6 shipyard here. That's fine. Let's take the +6 production shipyard right there. That seems really good. Mediolanum is ready for a shipyard as well. We will have to... Well, I think right here is actually a good tile. There's a 7 production shipyard. Plus we get to replace a rural population. Boom. We get to choose production in Valladolid. Shipyard seems like a good move. We've got a 7 production shipyard right there. Let's do it. In Bilbao, I'm going to buy myself another settler, I think, maybe, right? No, I'm going to conquer some cities. I don't need settlers anymore. Oh my god, it's so much nicer that we can cross the ocean. I should have researched that ages ago. All right, I got a missionary here that I can send around. Oh my god, they converted Roma. That's kind of a dick move. Let's pop our settler up on here because we wanted to get this. Oh yeah, this is definitely a settlement. I like how I'm accusing other people of dick moves when I'm like planning an invasion of another player. That's such a dick move, bro. Bruh. Why are you invading me, bruh? Draws like lines on the map. Let's go ahead and put a pop right there. Barcelona is ready for food. Yep, love that. To keep on growing. You good, sir. Oh, great food tile here. Ooh, actually, I think that's also a treasure resource. I'm not entirely sure how the shipyard works. So how does the treasure fleet work? Not entirely sure. Roma definitely needs a shipyard. That is for sure. There's a 6 and a 7, but the 7, 8, 9, I'll pop it right there. That's fine. Shipyard in Barcelona feels really good. We've got a 7 over here. Let's do the 7. More catapults moving out. I'm going to denounce him, which will hopefully lead to our relationships dipping so we can have a better war. Important to have the good war support or else you're going to get tanked in terms of your happiness and combat strength and stuff. So you got to be ready for that. Juan Ponce de Leon. Activate in distant lands and any water tile plus 1 movement for treasure fleets. Disgustingly good. All right, sick. We can plant this down. I hope this counts as distant lands. It's Europe, which is distant lands. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't think it had any treasure on it, but that's okay. Found a settlement right here, Cordoba. Sick. So we'll get ourselves a little fishing quay. Quaid, start the reactor. That is a +10 kiln right there. Hell yes. Amazing culture tile. A 7 happiness temple as well. That's gross. I'm not going to build the buildings. You know the ones. But I will build on this natural wonders. 6 food, 3 culture. That's what we're talking about. Cordoba will pump the culture. Valladolid. You still got some great tiles like this wine tile over here. Boom, give me that. Bilbao. We're still in the process of developing Bilbao. I guess I could inject some gold in here. Like, if I buy the shipyard, there's a 7 production tile for the shipyard. Boom. I think it would be nice to buy the guild hall. That's a 12 gold guild hall right there. That's a banger. And a 7 gold bazaar on top. We're talking 21 gold yields right there. We could plop a specialist on top of that baby, and it's not even a bad move. We got a narrative choice. The timepiece. A watchmaker arriving from an afar shows off their latest commission for their patron. A pendant watch adorned with red gems and an ivory cameo. Inside, tiny and intricate moving parts conspire to tell the correct time within half an hour. All right, where are we setting up our observatory? I think I'll take the 6 on this tile, and I'll put a university on top of that next. So we'll get our science coming up here. I would like to grow Bilbao a little heavier, so I'm going to move some of these resources around. And Barcelona is making good gold. All right, let's declare the surprise war. Yes, we're going to be having a pretty rough time in terms of war support. He's got +8 war support, which is grim. But this is what we're dealing with if we want to try to get a city done. We got a town to grow. I'm going to grow Cordoba, which has these amazing natural wonder tiles to grab. We got a city-state bonus from Chiang Mai. I will take the relic from them. We are suffering war weariness, so our happiness is down. -8 combat strength from war weariness is tough. How's Nagulu Mapu looking? I want to support it one more time before I put points into war weariness. But we're basically going to take Langzhou and then look for peace. Wait out the timer on peace and then look to attack again. We got a crossbow that we can shoot. Let's hit it with our catapult. No, let's move our military commander down a tile to here. Then if we shoot with our catapult, we'll get the experience on him, getting him a level up. We'll attack with our tercio and then our tercio, and that should get us a kill, actually. Yeah, perfect. We'll move forward with our cavalry. You need movement to pillage, but we've got the city pretty much surrounded, and we're pushing our tercio forward. Catapults are moving up. Okay, nice. Wait, who is this? Confucius. Oh, shoot. Deploy. All right, first things first, catapult, shoot for experience. Tercio, attack. Oh, I like how iron still applies to our melee units. That's actually sick. 2 tercio attacks. We have severely damaged and taken out that unit. We got a little bit of experience on this guy. He's closer to a level. I'm happy with the outcome of the war so far. I should probably add war support. It's fine for now. We'll let it get worse before it gets better, especially because we're still nailing this war pretty hard. 5 culture per alliance. Happiness adjacency for navigable rivers. Social policy slots. Food for food adjacency is really good. I want to pop that in. That should get us a decent amount of growth. Bilbao can place a population. I can't put it onto this tile yet, but that's fine. 5 food and 2 happiness is a great tile. Commander got a promotion. That's this commander over here. I'm going to go for a maneuver on this commander. I'm going to push him down to these maneuver promotions. I like the idea of moving fast while packed, allowing to move my armies around. In terms of civics, we just got diplomatic service. We could go for sovereignty. This would give us settlement limit. Love settlement limit. It's one of my favorite things to get. Ravenna could build a medieval bridge. Probably don't need to. Could also build a company post. It's not necessary. It's also not the worst thing to spend a turn of production on. Cordoba is defenseless, so let's see if we can't fix that. We'll put a heavy archer to defend there. Let's get our commander to scoop up units and then get a move on. We'll use this archer to shoot Yang Zhao. We're going to add you to this army to make room for these catapults to move forward. They might be able to shoot this turn. Oh, yes, one of them could. So we took 30 defenses off there. There's a major defeat to attack here. I'm going to set up a fortify action here and here. And I will assault the city from these tiles, mostly to farm experience on this guy. But yeah, we'll smash this city as fast as we can. Oh, there's a crossbowman over here doing damage to us. So we have Menagerie now, that's +5 happiness. We have a pavilion. I'm going to pop this heavy archer into my commander. I'm going to pop out this tercio. I'll move my commander to here. Deploy units on this guy's face. Attack him from 2 angles, hopefully gathering nice experience and getting a kill along the way. Boom, perfect. Love to see it. We're at 56 out of 90 experience required. We're getting there. Cordoba can grow. Well, we got to take these natural wonder tiles. Like, that's just necessary. And in terms of research, I think we just finished architecture, which gave us the menagerie and the pavilion. I'm going to go for urban planning because I want the bank, I want the hospital, I want Machu Picchu, I want the +1 specialist limit in all cities. All right, so it's a new day and we have architecture now. We got the menagerie, which is +5 happiness, and then it has happiness from mountains. And then we have the pavilion, which is +5 culture and has happiness from mountains as well. And it gives happiness on quarters. And this gives ooh, yeah, that's actually really good. So the combination of these two will be a lot of culture and a lot of happiness. So that'll get us a lot of celebrations. Cordoba has grown once again. So let's grab ourselves another mountainous grassland, one of these beautiful food culture tiles. We could choose a technology. I think what we want to go for here is urban planning. I want that bank. And I also want the specialist limit in all cities. So let's go for that. That sounds great. I gotta say, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time chilling with the game. Okay, so the menagerie and the pavilion both want to be built. We don't really have like objectively good spots for them. Yeah, I wish there was a way to tell like which buildings are overbuildable. And I gotta say, man, I feel really constricted with just like with the number of things I have to place, like urban district wise. I feel really constricted by the 3 tile range. It feels super constricting. I gotta just say that. Don't love it. But I suppose let's build up a new urban tile over here. We'll put the menagerie there, and we will also put the pavilion there, and then we'll take the extra urban pop and have a little peek around. Where do we want to put them? Oh, I guess I'll take the production and growth here. That's fine. Roma can also build the menagerie and pavilion. We can also build a medieval bridge. This one we do have a 7 tile. And an 8 tile. Let's take the 8 tile for the menagerie and pavilion. We'll pop them both down there. That'll be a nice boost to our happiness and our culture in this city. Production in Valladolid. We'll use gold to build these because this city is mostly going to be working on units. I'll get myself another heavy archer. We have a town specialization available for Cordoba. I'm going to leave it as a growing town for now. All right, we'll deploy a tercio to attack the enemy general. Then we'll deploy another tercio to attack the army commander. I'll deploy a tercio here as well if I can. See if we can't get that kill. Boom, looks like we got it. So this guy just got a nice chunk of experience. He's up to 56 out of 90. Welcome, great. Moving a catapult forward. Ah, right, okay, we had this. So right, I had to reload the turn because I shut the game down. Well. Let's move you forward a tile. And then bombard Cordoba. And then I'll get you to bombard Cordoba. There we go. I will pillage here to damage the woodcutter and heal. Pillage to heal. I'll attack with you, which will soften up the walls. I'm going to move my army commander 1 tile to the right and deploy a tercio in the face of this heavy archer, who he will go smash. And then I'm going to move an army commander to the right, deploy another tercio in his face, who is ready to act immediately and will be able to do serious damage to him. I'll attack once again with this knight into Langzhou. We'll pillage for health next turn. And I'll put this conquistador on top of this army commander so that he can generate units next turn. We've got a tercio here. I'm going to build some fortifications to hold the front line. I do find the unit flags are way too small in my opinion. I just feel like I'm really far away from them no matter what zoom level I'm at. And I just have trouble seeing them, the unit flags. Like the city banners are too big and the unit flags are too small. And the combination is just difficult. 50 gold for every tile in the navigable river. So boom. It's kind of sad that didn't show me how much gold I actually made. Like that's like, I didn't see a pop-up. I just had to watch my gold treasury. So like I have no feedback on whether or not that actually worked or not. So yeah, I'm going to upgrade this cog to a carrack and then I'll put that on alert. It's just protecting Cordoba, and I'll also put this heavy archer into fortification mode to protect the city. I've got a scout down here who's just kind of doing scouty stuff. I'll start bringing him up to the north if he can. Oh, I accidentally made a discovery. So we can spend 1 turn of gold to gain happiness, or we can get 80 food. I don't think 1 turn of gold for these resources doesn't feel super worth it, but I will take it. So boom. And then we'll pop to the next turn. Ouch, my army commander took a hit. So let's move you forward and then attack here. So you're at a nice safe distance so you won't get picked up on anything. I'm going to create a new army with the Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. There we go. Oh, nice. They made like a little flag up here when they beat that guy. That's kind of cool. Oh, no. The units just have that flag. Anyway, right. So let's create the extra units inside this army commander. And we'll move you forward. You're packed up. I'll give you... Oh, you can be upgraded. As can you. We will bombard the city twice, taking away its defenses. I don't like the way the text looks. I'm going to be honest with you. All right, let's go ahead and pillage for health. Perfect. I do love the way the burning fields look. We will continue to hammer this district with our tercios. You're a little bit vulnerable, so I'm going to fortify with you. Mediolanum can build a menagerie and pavilion. This is a stone cutter tile. I think I would like to build them on the same tile if I could, so I'll put them here. Menagerie and the pavilion will go on the same tile. Boom. And then we can grow the city. It's frustrating because I can't tell which of these tiles have 2 buildings when I'm in this screen. And it's like, these yields are just so... There's just so much going on with the yields. Like, it's hard for me to actually tell if I'm making a good decision when I'm plonking these units down. This commander has gained a promotion. I'm going to go down the right side of the maneuver tree. I'm going to take opponents have less flanking bonuses. Well, actually, I'm going to take our units have flanking bonuses, okay? But then I want to go for Pathfinder, so we ignore terrain movement restrictions. And then it would be cool if we could get zone of control. This would give us basically movement superiority over our opponents. All right, Christopher Columbus, activating distant lands on any water tile. Boom. He just circumnavigated the whole world for me, which was sick. We also found this city-state over here. These independent peoples that we can turn into a city-state. It feels like the city-states. So I think once I have Ilang Zhao, I'm going to peace out Confucius, and then we'll look to attack again. All right, let's activate 1 Ponce de Leon. That'll give us +1 movement to our treasure fleets. Sevilla. See, I don't know where treasure fleet, like, I have treasure resources. So like, I don't know how... Like, I have no treasure fleets. I don't understand. I'm a little confused. Okay, he came forward with a crossbow and shot my guy. Let's pull you back. Let's keep bombing the city. The defenses are now down. Let's take it. Oh, tea in Spanish life has become more than a drink. So now this unlocks Meiji Japan in the modern era. I would like to get furs. Ooh. Happiness in the capital and 10% gold in a celebration. That's sick. We can grow the city. We're going to grab the expedition base in Cordoba. 6 food, 3 culture. Amazing. Cordoba is an amazing city. We will be keeping this settlement, and our goal will be to assimilate. Okay, sick. We get a militaristic attribute point, which I'm very happy with. I think I understand the value now of war support, so I'm going to take that. +1 free war support is quite helpful. I was going to come up to Nagulu Mapu. I need to add support a couple of times. We need to beat Napoleon. Let's build a pavilion and a menagerie. There's a +6 over here. It's on one of those trading posts. That's fine. We'll get those both down. This city is now ready to grow. Let's grab these dies. Although we do still have a really good happiness tile over here, and happiness feels really good. Town specialization is available. I'll make a pavilion here. Right now, I want this town to grow like crazy. Okay, so I had a slight crash, so I had to restart this turn, and then I forgot to actually capture the city because I'm a dummy. And you can't... Oh, wait, I can capture it. There we go. With the horseman. He wasn't capturing it there a moment ago. We're going to keep this settlement, and then we're going to look for peace if we can. 5 turns till peace is available, so we'll have to chill a bit until he's down for the peace. But I'm expecting a counterattack. He's got Zunle Shangs and crossbowmen and stuff nearby. We'll convert Will Wakikta. Yeah, they've moved forward and they're looking to get into position for attacks. I've got my archers here. Let's keep shooting. Shooting and scooting. There's a little bit of damage there. Then we can get a pretty hefty hit. But I don't want to advance towards the city. So I'll tell you what, why don't you fortify? Build those fortifications. I'm going to upgrade you. Some of these units over here are getting upgraded as well. Then we're going to advance with some of these tercios. Let's see if we can't build fortifications with our catapults too. All right, we got a lot of fortifications coming up. Take a moment to heal on this cavalry. Let's deploy another tercio onto the river. And we'll build fortifications here too. So we got like a really fortified position. I'll move my army commander to this tile. It's a little bit more forward, captures a little bit more of the battlefield. And it looks like our first treasure fleets have spawned. And I find it very annoying that I had to capture at least 5 treasure resources for this to actually happen, because it looks like they popped immediately, which I find a little frustrating. So must be within the borders of one of our homeland settlements to unload cargo. I also find that the tooltips are a little bit too sensitive in this game, right? When I move like even a pixel, the game like resets the tooltip, which I find very, very obnoxious. And also you can't even hover over the tool. You can't like lock the tooltip and go hover over stuff. Like, I'm shocked we don't have the better tooltip systems that like other games have been bringing out for years now. Genuinely shocked. But let's start bringing these treasure fleets home. Yeah, other leaders are opposing our war. We could support it, but I can't really afford to do that right now. We're fortifying around the city so that our main goal is just to hold the city. We don't really want to go deeper. We will look to attack him again, but we just wanted to get a little bit further in the non-sufficit orbis objective, and then we want to try to keep pushing all the way up to the golden age if we can. Yeah, looks like they're backing off. Or no, they're actually continuing to advance. All right, we got a city that's worth growing. Bilbao is ready to grow. I'm going to grab these pearls. Happiness, quite a good one. Production in Valladolid. We can build a menagerie and a pavilion. We've got some +6 tiles. We've got a couple of +6 tiles, actually. I'm going to take this one right here. So menagerie down, plus the pavilion. That's nice happiness and culture boost. It'll take a few turns for that to come on through, but it will come on through. Now, I'm trying to remember, where did I put my universities and stuff? I put them over here. Okay, so if we put our sciencey guy here, we'll get 4 science, which is a little bit more than we were otherwise getting. Barcelona's a little bit light on happiness, so I will give it the pearls. 6 turns left for the treasure fleet, 8 turns left for a treasure fleet here. Okay, we're slowly getting treasure fleets. I'm going to attack with my Tercio here to get experience on my army commander, and then I'm going to attack with my archers. In fact, I'm going to use the army commander focus fire ability. That just does the attacks for me, which is really handy. Very nice. We need 2 more experience to level up, and then we'll get a capstone ability, which is really good. All right, let's get you to heal up. You're still in the process of building fortifications, but it might be good for you to attack. I think it'd be good for our cavalry to push forward and our catapult to take up residence in the city. Enemies in dense foliage, and we do have a little bit of weakness, but this is a strong melee unit against a weak in melee unit. And we can move this catapult forward to get another strike. Let's move this army commander over so he can pick up some of the experience, even if it's just a little bit off the edge of the combat, right? 4 XP. It's not a huge amount, but it is a little bit. All right, we'll heal up these tercios. I do like that they built like little camps. I love that. There's little touches to the game that are really, really wonderful. I gotta say, like, the visual board here is gorgeous. I do have trouble telling where roads are, but I wonder if that's just gonna be like, it'll take me time to learn what the roads look like, rather than the roads actually being difficult to see. All right, nice. Let's keep going. Let's go to the next turn and see what China does to answer back. Okay, looks like they retreated with some of their units. We can grow a city. Roma is ready to grow. It's got all the people we can dare to put on that tile. I'm going to keep taking these rural tiles because I think rural tiles have a lot of value over the long term. And we fully have taken control of this mountain range in Cordoba. So what I'll do is I'll grab these dates. 3 food, 1 production, 2 happiness, and access to a resource, which is really nice. Awesome. I'm not going to specialize this town. I think I just want it to grow. Let's attack the Zunleishang with both of our catapults. Ooh, first let's move our army commander to here, and then we'll attack so we can scoop up all the experience with him. Sorry, I punched my microphone. The night attack is pretty hefty. I think I would rather hit the crossbowman here heavily, because that's a big hit. In fact, you may have gained a promotion there. No, but you're halfway. This is a pretty even hit, so I'll take it. Put my archers onto alert. Well, I guess I can move you here and fortify that tile, and then shuffle my tercios over slightly to better defend the city. We'll move you forward to sort of spread our front line up to this mountain range, using this mountain range as a pivot blocker so he can't get around us. Damn it, all the resources that we invested in here are going to be scooped up by Napoleon. That's fine. It is what it is. All right, our treasure fleets are almost home. They're making their way over. We got a narrative choice here. So we'll gain some culture, and at the very least that will boost sovereignty, which does give us a settlement limit. We can choose production over here in Roma. Let's get another conquistador. We do have a few more of those left, I think. So we could go for sovereignty 2. We get us a relic. We could go down the inspiration route. Might see if I can build the House of Wisdom. It has 3 science and 3 relic slots, as well as giving us 3 relics. So there's a lot to be said for that. Okay, we got a Zunleishang over here. So let's go ahead and shoot him once. This commander has leveled up. We can take the advancement ability, which gives cavalry and infantry +5 combat strength when they're at full health. gives them first strike, plus we can now get a commendation. So second wind gives a second attack. Heroic assault deals direct damage to a unit in the command radius. Movement, command radius, or just +5 combat strength. I'm going to go for the +5 combat strength. I think that's really powerful. Basically, any unit inside this now just has +5 combat strength, which makes it a lot harder to defeat. Getting those fortifications up, you go ahead and camp. And we will attack with this archer. Again, you can see that +5 combat strength from order, even though the war weariness is hurting us. How long do we have to hold out here for peace? One more turn. Yeah, we definitely need to take on this crossbow. So there's one attack. And then if we move... Oh, no, actually, I think we got him. We got him with the one shot. Beautiful. Let's push our tercios forward. You're healing. Let's heal this knight, and we will heal the army commander as well. Fortifications all over this area. And then... moving tercios back up to reinforce. All right, treasure fleet has arrived. Now, I don't know how much the treasure fleet is worth. That was 1 treasure fleet point. Okay. And then this is how many? That was 100 gold. A treasure fleet point. And then the second one was worth. It takes a while for this to disappear. Nothing appeared for the second one. It looks like I got 1, 2, 3 points, which doesn't feel like a lot, but I'll take it. I do have another treasure fleet on the way already. It'd be more interesting if you had to build like the royal dockyards or something the treasure fleet had to be brought back to, or else you didn't get the full reward. I don't know. Lots of interesting and neat ideas that could be fleshed out there. So I'm wondering if I can get another city off him. He's willing to give me Chang'an. All right, let's grow Barcelona. And we still have some nice happiness tiles. So there's a 4 food 2 happiness tile right there. We got a narrative choice. Uh-oh, the death ship. Man, it feels like this just comes too early. I feel like this is happening so early into the age. +1 crisis policy slot unlocks physician unit and divine punishment. The plague is a divine mercy. All right, +1 crisis policy slot. So we got divine mercy. Districts, buildings, improvements in your settlements that follow your religion are not damaged by minor outbreaks. So we got to make sure our religion is well spread. Let's make some physicians and missionaries. We're going to want to do a combination of missionaries and physicians. Coming into Bilbao. The menagerie and pavilion are ready to be built. Yeah, we don't have particularly good tiles for these, so I'm just going to plonk it. Here's fine. Plonk it right there. It'll break a tile, and then we can purchase the pavilion on top. When we grow the city, we can keep taking these really nice, productive tiles. I'll put an inn over here. Although the inn actually does really well over here. It's a 6 food 2 happiness tile right there. Boom. And then we'll take another one of these happiness tiles. Happiness feels important. Although we are no longer in a war that's tanking our happiness. So our yields should kind of be Gucci. Oh shoot, I had no idea that Mahendra Parvata was missing so many buildings. But let's get our sawmills. Also, I want the stone cutter. I'm going to pop a temple right here. Because that will allow me to put the pavilion, the kiln next to a mountain. Which my... empire likes. We put the nice culture tiles down there, and then we can repair some tiles. We will have to regrow the town a little bit too, but that shouldn't be too hard. 8 food, 1 production over there. That's really good. All right, few turns left for treasure fleets. Chang'an definitely wants a pavilion. Oh wow, we got some great wall tiles. Ming great walls. Kind of funky that they don't line up right. It is neat. Also, he put the great wall on the wrong side of the town. All right, let's vacuum up units and move. Vacuum up units and move. Got some moving to do to get into position, because it would be good for me to attack him again. If I conquer 2 more cities, I would, or at least if I conquer 1 more city and settle another, maybe taking over Vilnius or something, which kind of appeals to me, I would be in a great position for the next era. Yeah, I definitely feel like this end of the era sequence has come a little early. Not a fan. Personally. Okay, so we can plug a new policy in. I do like Divine Right. 10 happiness and 4 influence on the palace feels pretty good to me. All right, our treasure fleet has made it home. We will deliver it. That's a single treasure fleet point, which doesn't feel amazing. All right, we don't care about Renaissance. We don't care about the Hello Kiwi. We got urban planning so we can build banks and hospitals. Machu Picchu, specialist limit in all cities is really good. It means we can park, for example, we can park another citizen on top of this tile. I'm kind of sad that I'm not getting... Oh, maybe I did get the specialist thing. Bilbao. I don't remember where I put the science buildings here. University Observatory is there. Yeah, I'll park it here. That's fine. And there's another milestone. There's the Enlightenment milestone. So that'll be a scientific legacy point. We can choose a technology here. Architecture 2 will give us culture and culture buildings and a relic. How close are we to getting the culture thing? We are 2 relics away. Shipbuilding 2, give embarked units deep ocean. castles, gives dungeons and things. I think it would be good to go castles, metallurgy, you know, get the production buildings. In terms of civic, I think it's good for us to unlock our Spanish abilities. So I'm going to go for New World Riches and the Mastery here for the +1 settlement limit. In terms of choosing production in Ravenna, we do have the bank and the hospital. I'll put the bank here on top of the market. That'll improve that tile. We have surplus influence. Yeah, now it doesn't even feel really worth it to befriend these independents, right? I mean, I'll befriend and boost and see. I'll see what I can do. All right, army commanders, scoop up some units. Another treasures fleet has spawned. Get it over into our territory, and another treasure fleet over here. We've got our missionaries. We want to make sure that our towns are converted. We get a lot of value out of that. I've got 5,000 gold in the bank. I guess I could put the kiln and the pavilion here for the little bit of extra culture. We're up to 500 culture per turn, which is insane, considering I haven't really been trying to go for culture this game, like this era. It just seems like I'm just getting it out of nowhere and I don't really know why or how. I think I might convert Chang'an to a city. Let's do it. Okay, so Chang'an has become a city and we can start to develop it a little bit. Got a 10 gold tile over there. All right, let's do that 10 gold tile. Plus we will continue to grow the city as is appropriate. Roma can get its bank and hospital. I wish the granary wasn't there. I'm very annoyed that the granary is there. We've got a 9 gold bank over here. That's perfect. The city can grow again. I don't even really know where to put specialists here. Yeah, I guess this tile over here is fine. It's got a nice culture boost. Ferdinand Magellan. Activating distant lands on a fleet commander. This unit receives extra movement and vision. All right, so I'll move him over to here and I'll move my fleet commander over to here. I didn't feel like I just feel like the era is like about 25%. Like it needs to be 250 turns. You know what I mean? So there's Cerro Rico, 2 gold for each resource, 10% food and production in settlements and distant lands. Perfect. We've also unlocked castles, which gives us the dungeon, the medieval walls, the crossbowman, narrative choices. We can get expansionist attribute points or militaristic. I'll take the expansionist points. Legend unlock. I don't know what that means. I'll take the 50% gold towards. I can't click this, but I can. It's like, but I can't actually click on it, which is frustrating. I'll go for the +1 population in towns, and new towns start with an additional population. It means I'll be able to grow all my towns quite a bit here. I hate it when something that's like, oh, +1 population in towns, it increases the cost of your future population. Like, I think that just feels bad because really it doesn't actually feel like a bonus. It feels like a very small shunt forward, but then you always you're still decelerating the way that the game is planning anyway. So it ultimately ends up just making it feel net crap. All right, Puteoli. This has been a slow growing town, but it isn't meant to be a fast grower. Ravenna is still growing. I don't even know where I want to put my urban people. Let's just focus on getting those rurals out. Capua, I don't even remember what your specialization is, but let's just keep getting those nice fishing and growth tiles. Sevilla, nice fishing town. Let's keep up the old fish. Cordoba, you're growing. This is definitely a fishing town. There's so many fishing tiles here. Let's try to forward settle some of these guys. This town needs some repairs. I'll take some growth. All right, we can repair this farm. We can repair this farm. We can repair this woodcutter. Granary. This is a nice spot for science and production in between these two tiles. So I'll put a granary right there with I can't put a sawmill there. I can put a stone cutter with the granary though. I'll put a grist mill up here. It's worth 11 food. And then I'll also give it a sawmill as well. I wish, yeah, the ageless indicator here is not perfect. And I would like to be able to place a district here on this tile because this is 2 mountain tiles. So that's actually a good adjacency for mountains. Like, for example, the kiln and the pavilion both scale off mountains, which gets me a lot of culture. Kiln plus pavilion on that tile. And then I guess I'll park a temple here for now. I need to regrow this town. I also need to figure out what I want to do with this town. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this an influence town, which will get me a little bit of resources. I regret my choice. That choice sucked, but it is what it is. I've already made it. We'll just go ahead and keep getting food and stuff. There is a treasure fleet gold over here. Well, it doesn't really do much for me because this city doesn't have a coastline. In terms of research, we got castles. Do we want to get metallurgy? I definitely want that relic, and the culture on culture buildings is nice. So I'm going to go for architecture 2. I can choose a civic here too. I want to do my Spanish civics. I want that settlement limit right there. How long until we can declare war on this guy again? 6 turns until war is viable. I want to denounce him again, but he already hates me, so we don't even need to do that. Coming into Bilbao, we want to build our bank and hospital. So the bank can go where? There's an 8 gold bank on top of the inn. Well, that's fine. Okay, another treasure fleet has spawned. Let's get it over to the homelands. This treasure fleet has made it, so we'll unload that cargo. We have a migrant here. Looks like there is a minor outbreak. It's hard to tell exactly. That's very hard. That's so small on my screen. I can't actually tell. And there doesn't seem to be... Okay, the settlement is in unrest. I can't tell what kind of outbreak that is. A major outbreak. Okay, so let me come into Ravenna and I will purchase a physician. and I'll send a migrant over to Rome. I'll get another physician in Rome. We'll go to the next turn. Got a 15 city empire, which is pretty big. Missionary here needs to convert Mediolanum. Then we'll let the turn roll over. I don't want this army commander to die, so I'll move it out. Put you in there. Go ahead and join Roma. Expand to that mining tile right there. We should absolutely build a medieval bridge somewhere. Let's make sure our towns are all converted to us. Horses to a trade route. Lost cotton. Napoleon is Susan of Nagulamapu. I'm working on Gyeong here. I could add more support if I wanted to. I will. Shave a turn off. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. Let's deposit that treasure fleet. Wow, really? I still haven't hit this economic point. Damn, you need to get on that treasure fleet stuff like early. I was not expecting that. I am down with the money I'm getting though. Okay, pavilion here, kiln here, temple on the altar. You're good to go. Lingapura, what do you got? Kiln and pavilions. So much culture. I am storming through the culture tree. All right, there's +1 settlement limit.
And get rid.
We got a narrative choice here. Cargo. Trade made the great city of the world's great, bringing silks and spices, new ideas and wonders, but pestilence flows too through these routes. While physicians debate its causes, monarchs seek to maintain order. It is the dock worker and the caravan hand in which lift the load of each foreign cargo. We get a crisis policy slot and the plague grows stronger. We're going to grow Cordoba. 6 food per turn in town for both leaders. I'll take that with Pachacuti. That seems chill. We can choose a civic here. I'm going to go for Armada because I want to have these traditions. I want to have these Spanish traditions. Ravenna, let's get the hospital. It has a nice base yield of 5 food, which feels good. There's an 8 food one over here. I'll take the 8 food here, though. That'll allow me to grow the city. I haven't really thought about the specialist tile that I want to build up, but I will start putting specialists here in the hopes that we can, excellent, we can get the Enlightenment. So that's the Enlightenment Golden Age triggered. We have made the era end slightly sooner. There's only like a few points left. Barcelona, wouldn't mind setting up the bank because remember we do get the majority of the benefits of these buildings in the next era. So if I build a bank right there, we'll benefit from that. I'll put an urban specialist on this tile. It's a good one. And Valladolid, I think it would be nice if we got ourselves a nice 9 food hospital right there. In Chang'an, this city needs a lot of gold injection. Thinking, where can I put a bank? We got seven gold bank tiles. I really don't like the warehouse buildings not showing up on the map like the way they should. I don't like the warehouse buildings, man. Something about them, they feel all the vibes are off. There's a 7 happiness tile right there. Crisis policy, so we can gain science, win physicians, or culture. I'll take the culture. Town specialization available in Cordoba. Right now, I just want that town to grow. Next era, I'll make it into maybe a food town or something. Let's deposit an archer into Chang'an to protect it. 4 turns until I can declare war. Oh, man, wow. Like, yeah, though the eras yeet past way too quickly. I didn't even really get to go to war. I feel like I would love to have the option to delay the era ending. Even just a little bit, right? Let's treat the sick. So what does this have now? I genuinely can't tell how bad the plague is in here. Like, I'm very confused. I don't see anywhere in the UI where it says the plague is affecting me, and that's frustrating me a little bit. Let's get a couple physicians down here in this corner of my empire. I like the migrant mechanic. That's kind of neat. I like, you know, people move to different towns. So there's architecture 2. That gets us culture and a relic. I would love to get this point. So we got a narrative choice. We'll gain science from you. Let's add a specialist. I'll put the specialist on that tile right there. Perfect. We can grow this city, Chang'an. We'll keep grabbing these. I want a relic. Where can I get a relic? It doesn't look like I can get a relic anywhere, really. So I'll grab metallurgy to unlock a new building. Let's repair the brickyard. Repair the fishing quay. Rome is in unrest. Let's get the physician there to help out. Oh no, the game won't let me continue. Make me a physician, please, while we wait. Oh, I'll build a dungeon there, that's fine. I got a physician for down here. We cure the city. We can do some repairing. I want to buy the kiln and pavilion. I guess it's not terrible. Let's do a temple there, plus a kiln and a pavilion. All right, what do we got going here? Keep expanding. Keep it up. Do a little conversion because we're annoying. The Wei River has flooded. There's Armada. So we get the flotilla promotion on our fleet commanders. I don't think we need to change anything here. We will grow this city. And I'm going to grab Armada too so we get extra movement when embarked on all of our units. I think that's quite good. Make me a physician. Resource assignments available. I definitely feel like I've learned a lot about the game in this run. Let's use Ferdinand Magellan on this guy. So my fleet commander has a lot more range and vision now. That's what Magellan does. Right, physician, cure Rome. I'll pay to repair everything. I'll put a medieval bridge right there. And I'll put another specialist. We've got 4 specialists on this tile, which is kind of crazy, actually. Yeah, I used another physician on Mahendra Parvata, but it doesn't seem to have done anything. Okay, there's Armada. So units now move better on thingies. We can choose a civic as well. There's a relic in here. I would love to unlock social class, but I want that relic, and there's not that many turns left. And I need the relic to avoid a dark age in culture. I want that culture point. Make me a physician, Chang'an, please. Migrant over here. Oh, well, I can fish the ice. That's kind of an interesting outcome there. Very weird. Patavium has been hit by plague, so I shall purchase a physician. We will convert Huma to our religion. I think this is... I don't like the way the map looks when cities are settled like this. You should have to settle at least one tile away from another player's order, maybe. I don't know. All right, treasure fleet. Wow, we still haven't triggered a... treasure fleet thing. Migrant to Rome. We got armorers. We got trebuchets. Do I need to get metal casting? I'll take mastery, I guess. All right, Ravenna needs some repairs. Go ahead and build me a physician. We have a physician in place. So now I can start purchasing all these repairs. My cities are in pretty bad shape, honestly. And I don't know if this is interesting or if it's just kind of annoying. I don't fully understand what's going on or how do I deal with it, or like, am I not supposed to be able to deal with it? Am I not supposed to feel like I'm dealing with it? These are questions that I have. This is a great tile right here, so I'm going to start pumping specialists into it. Mediolanum has an hospital, the +9 right there. But like, I feel like I unlocked these late game buildings and I didn't get to play with them at all. It's just over. The vibe is off for the late game, man. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I'm going to declare a formal war. I'm going to add a lot of war support for myself, so I'm up to +3. I'm going to go for Guiyang, and I would like to settle another city somewhere because I want to trigger the military thing. So I could take over Vilnius. I want to capture... Do I want to... Like, Chiang Mai isn't terrible either. I'm going to do Vilnius. Vilnius is in a bit of a better position. Oh, I don't have the points for that. Never mind, I'm buying a settler over here and I'm just gonna walk over and settle like right here. Okay, I'm now trying to thermally throttle my CPU to see if that helps with stability, because my shit was hitting 95 degrees Celsius. And I think that's just on me, like I'm just, I'm bad at computers, baby. So I called up my guy. You gotta have a guy, by the way. Always have a guy. Called up my dude and I was like, listen, brother, help me with the computer. And he was like, just set your power boost options, your PBO. He was like, set your PBO to something something. And I was like, yes, oh aged wisdom man. Pray tell me, the PBO options are in the thingy, right? Also, I hate individually having to go through and repair tiles. Just like, let me, I want a repair all button rather than having to go through and like click, repair, click, repair, click, repair. God, that's annoying when a lot of stuff gets broken. My city is jam-packed with crap. Yeah, let's go, boom. Donjon, we will build a hospital. Well, actually, we should probably build some more physicians. Like, what is the outbreak in here even? I see crows floating around and all this sort of stuff. I can't even really see the awesome design on these units, but yeah. Ooh, an hospital. Hopefully stability is good. I mean, the game feels like it's running better now that I have thermally throttled my computer, and now the game feels like it's running better. That's how you know I've got a bad... It's not that I've got a bad computer, it's that I'm bad at configuring them. Oh yeah. I'm a bad computer driver. You know those people who are like I'm that guy. I'm weaving in and out of traffic like on 2 wheels. That's how I drive my PC. I do love the look of this, the plague and death. I like the vaguely skull-like things that rise up. It's kind of neat. I feel like one of the problems I have with the game is that, like, at this level, I don't know. Maybe I just need to get used to looking at it. Civ 6 was really clear to my eyes, but that was after years of playing it. So I'm gonna give the game a little bit more time. This is my first playthrough, okay? Remember that. So all of these are just like initial vibes. All right, sick. We got Toshakana, cultural legacy point. Sick.
Every empire
We've unlocked imperialism. We got that relic. We also unlocked castles. We got a narrative event. A white horse. The plague grows stronger. Gain science. Buildings not damaged by major outbreaks. In coastal settlements with a dungeon. I will go with coastal settlements with a dungeon. Let us keep specializing in here. We got a specialist in a Valladolid. That's pretty valid. We can choose a suzerain bonus of a Gai Gyong. Like, man, this thing, like, it became a city-state right at the end. Give me the free technology. Boom. I got heraldry too. Nice. We shall research something. Society. 20% gold for a certain number of turns. Ooh, Cerro Rico. Gold from every resource. That's pretty good. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of gold. Let's make sure we build our dungeons. Although it feels like very late into the era. What even is a coastal settlement? Can I even declare this war? Do I want to declare this war? I do. Formal war. All right, Patavium is, I think, plagued. So if I put a physician in it, I can then fix it, I think. Cool, we have repaired it. It is good to go. I feel like I focused really hard on science and I ended up with like insane culture. I'm not really entirely sure how that happened. Let's get this kill here. I think that's a play. Let's move you forward. Let's deploy units here and then we'll deploy a tercio here. I will move this cavalry to this tile in the flank. I'll push the catapult forward so it can shoot the city. I will move you forward. Oh wow, the experience is like split between the commanders, which is kind of neat. Let's get these tercios forward. I'm gonna get you to fortify. Let us deposit catapults here and here. I'm gonna be mad as hell if I'm forced to end this war. Oh man, look at that damage. Oh, boom. We can straight up wipe this army commander here with our attack. That'll be gnarly. Let's deposit a unit right there and make a similar attack. Oh yeah, we're stomping them. I'll move this army commander over a tile and deposit a tercio right there on this tile. I do feel like the little tactical minigame, it's hard to tell which units are moved and which haven't. Honestly, like, don't fade out the icons. Just gray them out. Make them gray. Okay, Bilbao. Let's keep expanding to these nice productive and happiness tiles. Cordoba, we're definitely just setting up like amazing fishing. Chang'an. Oh, I don't even know if my settler purchase went through. We have a handful of turns to do it. Let's try it. Grab that settler. No, I want to purchase the settler. Open markets with you? Yeah, sounds good. Boom. I definitely want to build a dungeon. Town specialization available. I think this is a good fishing town. So 11 turns growth versus 6 turns growth. We want to keep the growth going. All right, I got a physician over here that I can make use of. Another treasure fleet I can send. We have deployed a treasure fleet. Oh, I might be able to avoid a dark age. An economic dark age. That is depressing that I'm getting an economic dark age. A Spain. Of all civs. Patronage and happiness. Okay, got it. So there's a couple techs. Let's grab metal casting for fun. I would like to grab social class. That settlement limit would be nice. And then if we could finish a future civic, that would be amazing. Although it's unlikely. I want to build a dungeon here. I'm just going to plonk it down any old place. Again, this is kind of like similar, like these decisions, I feel like the game is ending, right? Like these decisions don't seem to matter. Physician, let's heal, take this settler, move out this way. Guiyang needs to be blasted. I think we can get the kill with one attack here. Boom, we got it. Let's keep the settlement. And I might just go for their capital just for the sake of the potential there. Let's push forward with this tercio. I'll make this attack and this attack because I want to take over this tile, move him forward, and then I can move my catapult forward to bombard the city's walls. I can move this catapult forward to bombard the city's walls as well. Should probably have upgraded those to trebuchets. That would have made sense. Boom, trebuchet. Let's kill this guy, although I do want to gather the experience from that kill. So I'll move an army commander to this tile, and I'll push forward to bash his head in. Get blasted, nerd. Gonna move my cavalry forward here to get a hit on this crossbow. Bring my army commander forward too. Crossbowman. I will get you to heal up. That's fine. I have an army commander here. I'll put him on the north side of the battle for Yingtan. Purchase a few cheapo repairs. Again, you know, the whole... If I'm going to be doing this a lot in an era, I just want to repair all button. I don't want to have to click through this a lot. It's very obnoxious. Let's grab the armorer. Production is always good. It's a nice armorer spot right there. Commander got a promotion. Sick. This is one of my new ones. All right, I'll make this guy a logistic commander. So +1 gold for each unit packed up. I'm not a huge fan of the resource placement minigame. I find it annoying and boring. I don't know. I don't love it. It's kind of annoying. It's all fiddly. It's like they took away the fiddliness of micromanaging your citizens, and now you got to micromanage your resources. They made it very click heavy. You know, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back sometimes. That's how I feel. All right, let me deploy this unit out onto this tile, and then we'll hit the city again. Yeah, war support is huge for your wars. So if you're going for war, accumulated influence, this resource up here is like really powerful. All right, what do we got? We got some treasure fleets moving. Let us go ahead and unload the cargo here. Nice, we got a milestone. Beautiful. I have a physician up here. No real use for them at the moment. Speaking of which, I feel like I spread my religion pretty well. I never got more founder beliefs, and I don't know why. I feel like I spread the hell out of my religion and I never got founder beliefs. I feel like I did everything I was supposed to, but I never got them. Sevilla got a major outbreak. Ravenna is ready to grow. I'll finish off grabbing these fishing tiles, I think. Mediolanum has grown. I'll keep building up these nice tiles with the urban specialists. There's a 6 production armorer right there, and then I can grow the city again. I'll put you on this urban tile. That's good. You know that feeling you got in Civ 6 when you were like, I feel like I should have placed that there. I should have placed that there. I should never have put that there. I'm getting that feeling now with this game, where I'm like, all my mistakes are coming back to haunt me. And I suppose there is something really nice about the tabula rasa, right? The tablet is going to get wiped clean in a few minutes, which I do like. A settlement is in unrest. Got it. I do feel like the age switching it kind of adds a sense of discohesion, you know? And like I don't have hotkeys for the things I want to do. Like I don't know what the attack hotkey is for some of these things. But let's smash this district, as is our prerogative, as is our pierogi. All right, so there's the milestone. That's what we wanted. So we did the military and science age progresses, and we just barely scooched by with culture and economics. So now I feel a little bit better. We'll keep this city. We get a narrative choice. The age of exploration is ending. So I think we managed to trigger the end of the age of exploration by doing that. Just kind of the goal. So the commander has assignments available. Nice. I wanted to take Pathfinder so that he ignores terrain. And then I'll just kind of like put all my units to sleep before we move on to the next one. All right, let's see what happens in the next era. That's it. I think we're finished. The exploration era, exploration age comes to an end.
One hemisphere was their past.
We got a nice, beautiful movie. I will say that era was fun.
To control the
My
fate
current vibe is that eras start slow, get really fast, and then end too quickly in a really unsatisfying way. And also the age progress meter gives me like anxiety. That's my current vibe. So we unlocked a ton of stuff, like bunch of legacy options. Universities become golden age universities, which is great for science. You get an infantry unit and range unit in all your distant land settlements. Ooh, that's actually really good for warfare stuff. Legacies, we nailed the legacies. We got Legends Report. We got a good bit of experience on Augustus. Some great experience on our foundation. I don't know what all this means. I think this is stuff we unlocked. We got a cultural attribute node unlocked. Interesting. I don't know what all that means. It feels very confusing. But we're ready to go to modern age, baby. Let's go! And this time we have a lot more stuff unlocked.